kicked out of the. Oh, hey.
Yeah, we're saying.
What was that?
What?
No, I think
What?
we started last week with something that said like "fuck you, Cody." or
Me?
something.
Oh, yeah, that was last week.
We're live, by the way.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, hi.
hi.
Can you turn up your volume a tiny bit, Pint?
And by tiny bit, he means a lot bit.
Well, you're all like chilling.
Oh, your titties
You're
are out.
like back here.
Welcome everybody.
I should have nipples though.
Is that better?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
like armor.
What the
Let's-
fuck is this?
I'm fancy 14, dude. This girl has some big old boobs, but no nipples. So
Do you need me to give you guys a minute? Should I come back?
You might need a minute, man. I don't know.
Should I come back?
No,
All right.
yeah, I'll just do it on the stream. We're good.
We'll do it live.
Just here.
All right. Okay. Cool. Thanks for this. Is my stream. So hey guys,
We forgot.
Oh, it is.
Oops.
welcome everybody to tonight's episode of Roll Call Hope. Joining us tonight, we've got BB Gaines, Cody Virtues, Pint Size Fun, Empire, and Hunter. I just paused because I was watching Empire point on the screen
I'm
to where
trying to
people
figure out,
totally.
'cause it's different on Zoom than it is on the screen.
It is
so I'm like, which
absolutely.
way?
But yeah, so we got a fun session play tonight. Oh, and before I did want to show you guys my shirt. See, it says, I don't know if, well, can stream read it? Yeah, it's probably big. It says always right since the 70s.
You know what DM
It
stands
says
for?
DM. It says
Dumb mother.
Maybe I'm never gonna make that joke right now. Okay, cool.
Were you gonna say something that we were talking about before
I
we
was.
started?
I was, and it was gonna be an
You're a
inside joke
jerk.
that was gonna be really funny, but it did.
User has disconnected from Zoom.
That's exactly what is gonna happen.
Throw the ball.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is Empire Serendipity. I don't know how we got him here. It is the Empire.
I
Oh,
stumbled
so
in
you're
here.
fine. I didn't know you were so famous.
He's not hard to kill.
Now they can't
Got
get rid of
nothing going on.
You just to catch Empire, you just hold out a hand of birdseed and
Yeah, you're like, yo, Empire, what you doing? He's like, oh, just eating ramen in my underwear again. I'm like, all right, come play D&D, dude.
Legit did that today, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I was lying in bed. I'm like, I'm gonna eat ramen
For his
my-
stream, that's what he did today.
Ah.
Anyways, unless anybody has anything important, we're gonna hop back in to the game before we have any more underwear or dead parents discussion or anything like that.
Wizard! Why'd you have to bring that up? Now I'm sad.
I did. Oh my!
That's so insensitive of you, Whit.
That is.
Man,
I can't
what a
believe-
dick, dude.
All right, guys.
Those wounds are a little too fresh. Let's
More
like,
like Wizard Dick
roll
TV,
it
am I
back a
right?
bit.
That's
Oh,
his
I'm sorry.
chatterbait name.
I'm sorry. I thought you guys were still going. I was ready to settle in. All right, guys. So yeah. Last we left our heroes. Okay, nobody's laughing. We're good. Last we left our heroes, they had been tasked by a representative. Pint.
Yeah.
This is quiet time.
The DM is trying to speak, Pint. God.
They'd been tasked by a representative of Gryden, by Captain Kurrick, to investigate and clear a potential Ethereum mine of gnolls. Upon arriving, they managed to hunt down the gnolls that were on the exterior and then lured out those that were inside, as far as they know, and killed those as well. We did have a couple people go down, but everybody's alive now. We didn't really have, other than a lot of fighting last time, there wasn't a ton of crazy things that happened. So I'm just going to leave it up to you guys. So last thing that happened, Mara and Briar had both gone down and they'd both been revived. You guys are not feeling super well. As it turns out, our paladin could only heal 1 health point, whereas he thought he could do 5. But
Well,
but everybody leveled up, so everybody's now at level 2. So I'm gonna leave it to you guys. You guys have just killed the chief and a bunch of gnolls. You still have Murgle, the gnoll, tied up back behind you guys somewhere. So what are you guys doing?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I need a minute. Should we just take a break for a second before,
Like a short rest.
like a little short rest, I think. Yeah.
if this was a game,
Not to put too
laid
fine a
on a
point.
table, and there were rules for resting for a short period of time, let's say 10 or so then we should probably do something along those lines. Yes.
I
As you-
could take a 10.
As you guys are having this discussion, a giant dragon just comes in and murders all of you. All right. So you guys are going to take a short rest outside the cave?
Yeah.
All right. Just to give you an idea, at this point, it's a little after midday. It's probably around 4-ish o'clock in the evening. Sun's still up in the sky, but you guys know you only have probably maybe 4 to 5 hours at best of full daylight left. So you guys, are you making a camp? Or are you just chilling on the log, pulling up a log and taking a seat?
Chilling on the
Since
log.
we leveled up, do we all heal to max? Like
I think we should. Okay.
What do you say we like move a little bit away from the cave entrance before we take a break? We don't know what else is in there. We don't want to risk something coming out and hurting us while we're just kind of lounging about.
We saw one run in, right?
We did.
Okay.
So what do you say?
I agree. Let's go
Perfect.
rest somewheres.
So I guess we'll start heading.
Let's go back to that river.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
We
How
get
far was
some
the river?
water and
It's
stuff.
like a 15-minute walk or something.
Okay. Yeah, we could head that way. Murgle is Murgle.
Mhm.
Murgle is still tied up, correct?
Yes, he's he was left kind of down, sitting back
Okay.
towards the trees, but he was just kind of tied up on the ground.
I'll head over to him.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Time to get up.
Where are we going?
We're just going by the river. You thirsty?
Murgo is thirsty, but
Okay, we'll get
What?
you some to drink.
my family.
They're dead. No, just kidding.
He,
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that out loud.
I heard you
Thought
say it.
aggressively.
Thought it in my brain.
I don't know what to say, Murgle. This is all a bit much for me too.
But perhaps Murgle stay here.
What if you guys rest and I don't? I'm actually feeling pretty good from the last fight. I could keep watch.
Yeah, I'm doing okay too.
Okay, yeah. That would work, I guess. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
I'll take out some. Do I have a? I should have a water skin. I'm sure.
I
Mhm.
have one.
You should have got one in your adventure pack.
Yeah, I have a water skin.
Okay, so you
I'll
guys
take
are-
out my water skin.
You guys are making your way to the stream?
No,
Uh,
we're
gonna
staying
stay here.
Okay.
We're staying here. I'll take out my water skin and I'll be like, here you go, and I'll like slowly like pour it into, because his hands are tied, obviously. Slowly pour it into Murgle's mouth, just to.
Okay, yeah, he kind of like trying to catch it all like a dog as it kind of comes out, like kind
I'll
of
pour it
lapping
slow
out.
enough that he doesn't
Yeah.
have to like struggle.
He's struggling anyways, just because he seems to be panicked.
Okay. Yeah. Here, let's move you over to the shade, buddy.
And I'll kind of drag him over as best as I can, just to
Okay.
get under a tree.
Okay.
This is kind of a bit of a mess, this whole situation. But we're gonna rest up. You should probably try and rest up a little too. This is a lot.
Murgo not going anywhere.
He kind of like wiggles his hands and his feet that are all kind of bound at this point.
I know.
So I'll like sit across from him on the tree opposite to him.
Okay.
We kill his family.
Let's not talk about that right now. Let's just
When you've watched it all.
rest.
Rocky, come on.
Can I
I'm
go
a
up?
little insensitive.
Can I go up in a tree to like watch from above a little bit?
If you'd like to.
I dig a hole and just have my head stick out like a mole rat,
Do you
like a diglet.
want
you
to
want it?
actually do that?
You know, kind of do.
Are you just gonna dig? Are you digging this hole with your hands?
No, I got a shovel.
Do you?
I got a mage hand.
On a shovel.
I mean, if you scoop, it's kind of like one.
It can't.
Okay, fine. I'll go sit on the log.
You could. I mean, hey, I'm not
Go
gonna.
in
I'm
the log.
Get in the log.
Oh,
and
can I
poke your
get
head
in the
out.
log
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a squirrel?
Yeah. You can do that. You're pretty little, and there are many a hole in this large log. Yeah. Okay. So, Briar and Mara, what are you guys doing while this other nonsense is happening?
I'm gonna go sit behind a tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna
take a short rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna journal.
Okay. Are you you're just like writing away? Okay. Very good.
I wish I could write, huh, wizard?
Oh, actually, I made your item. Let me put that in your inventory. Thank you for reminding me.
Thank you.
And it's even better than what you wanted, I think.
Hey, so we can't write down my thoughts? This guy.
It's even better. Even better than a
My
regular pen.
words. Whoa.
And your emotions. In fact, it only writes emotions, so really nobody else will be able to understand it.
Like
It's like an
mood ring.
angsty teenage diary.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate my dad. Yelled at me.
Just doesn't understand. It's not a phase.
This is who I am. Pain is existence.
All
So
right.
this is our first time doing a short rest, right?
It is. So I was going to say, so you guys have never done a short rest. So for those of you who need to heal, you don't just get hit points back on a short rest like you do on a long rest. So for a short rest, you need to expend your hit die. So,
Get 2 hit die.
yes.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Since we leveled, did our health not go back up?
Not to 100% no.
Went up the difference though, right?
Yeah, it will have gone up whatever. So instead of being 1 point, I think you should be at like what, like 5 or something? I forget how
I'm
many.
at 10.
I don't remember
Nice.
what I left at.
So if we decide to do the hit dice thing, I'm a little scared. Yes.
You literally
Do we
just you just
roll
spend
it?
it and yeah, and you roll it. It's basically however many. It's the same as whatever you would roll to level up, but
Oh, do you have
times
your,
your number.
do you have your Bardy thing yet? Is that at level 2 for the hit dice?
Oh, that's a good question. So Briar, you get a thing. What do you mean, like Song of Rest? Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking
do you
about?
have that yet?
Ooh.
That level, I thought that was level 2. Jack of all trades and Song of Rest.
I do have that.
Hey.
What does that do?
So if I do a performance, you guys can regain an extra 1d6 hit points.
Awesome.
But I'm journaling, so
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Take your time and do your thing.
All right.
What's the
Oh,
hit
yeah.
dice?
I got max.
So
health
for
back.
you, Mara, it's a D12. You get 2 of them if you want to use. You can use them both now, or you can use one. And if you would like to use one at another short rest, you can do that. That's basically they're able to be split up however you want, and you regain
What do
your
you-
hit dice at the beginning of a new day.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna ask.
Yes. What was your question? Pint.
And if I roll it, what happens?
So you just get whatever you roll is how much health you get back. You can add that back to your HP.
Okay.
Yeah. And you have a lot of
5.
plus your
HPs.
con, which should be 2 or 3, I believe, for you.
There's probably 3.
So it's 2. So 5 plus 2.
Yep. And then
So
you add that
7?
to your health. Correctamundo.
Feeling healthy, getting strong.
I feel so much better.
I feel so much better.
We're on a stealth check, by the way, just letting you know.
You're rolling a stealth check?
Yep.
Okay. What'd you get?
Fuck. It hit other dice, but whatever. I got a natural 1.
Okay.
And I was gonna try to sneak up on Briar to see what she was drawing.
All right. Well,
Natural 1. Okay.
you, Briar, you hear coming from behind you, just like almost like when you sneak through a house and there's like creaks, like that sort of.
Is it like
except-
Pink Panther music. to it?
yeah, exactly. It's like in Emperor's New Groove when Kronk is doing his own theme song. Like he's like
God.
ba. Basically, you just hear this tick, 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 and like leaves and sticks breaking and like Morok sneaks up behind you rather obviously.
and I'll quickly close and bound my book. Or
Oh
my
man,
book.
what are you drawing?
I wasn't drawing, I was journaling.
What does that mean? Is that like drawing but with words?
Kind of. It's like telling a story.
Am I in your story?
You are actually. I was telling about our greatest feats today with all the gnolls and the slaying and the things.
Do I
You
get
did a
to be
very
in your-
clever thing with the deer. I had that in there too.
Oh, thanks. That was all improvised.
It was. It was quite creative.
I'm also a king, though. Am I a king in your story?
I can write a story about you being a king,
Oh, that sounds so cool.
and I can tell it at our next tavern as well.
Are you gonna sing it? Am I gonna be in one of your songs?
I could.
Oh,
Would you like that?
yes.
What would be your name as a glorious king?
Do you remember what it was? Quick, go back and watch.
Hey, so I know that everybody watched episode 1 and was taking very detailed notes of every glorious thing I
Quiz
did.
time.
To be fair, what would Marok even remember?
I mean, probably.
Maybe. That's a definite maybe.
If you can't remember, you can just make it up right now.
Okay. The majestic, glorious, revered King Marok, the Executioner the Third.
The majestic, glorious, revered
You're
Morok.
some good shit.
What was the last part?
Execution.
The Executioner
Executioner.
the Third.
The third. Brilliant. Thank you.
Wonderful.
This shall be a fine story, all right.
Please fit that into a song. Thank you.
I'm so excited.
Let's see. Aka, can you roll me a perception check? I think you're the
I
only
guess.
one who's sort of paying attention. maybe Mara.
Yeah.
All right. Hold up.
Mara, if you could roll a perception check as well. The two of you are the only ones not doing shenanigans right now, so.
Okay, I got 14.
Okay. Mara.
I'm trying to find where perception is.
It's in alphabetical order.
I know. I'm at a 5.
5. Okay.
Ooh.
So Mara, you're kind of taking in some of the wildlife, which is a little different from where you came from. Like, you see things that are similar, like there's a couple squirrels and things as you look around. It's like, where I come from, those squirrels are black, but here they're brown. It's like, that's interesting. And, Aka, so what you see is you're kind of looking around. You don't actually see any gnolls outside the cave, but you swear from the top of the tree as you kind of glance in where the mine entrance is, that you can see like a couple pairs of eyes kind of like glowing in the dark and then darting back inside as if they're looking for something outside.
Okay. So I'm gonna fly down and tell people that I can see the eyes going on while they're. How long has it been, by the way, since they started resting?
I mean, at this point for you guys, it's been about 30 minutes. So you guys are coming to the end of your short rest.
Okay. So I've seen eyes inside of the cave. I think there are more gnolls inside.
Oh, I didn't see nothing. I just saw this brown squirrel, and I'm used to these other kinds of squirrels, and these is just so different and just so weird and stuff.
Okay, let's be prepared for a fight, but if we can avoid one, let's try to avoid one.
Murgle, did your family know that you were coming out here? Would it be them?
Well, someone ran inside.
It could be Murgle's family. There are not many left.
How many is left? Because I mean,
wait,
Did you? There were more out in the woods doing hunting. And then there were only, and he's how many are dead now outside of the cave?
and you guys kind of do a quick tally, and it looks to be about maybe 6. And he's
Maybe outside Murgle's family. Maybe 4 more.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Murgle liked to be alive.
Yeah.
Me too.
okay.
Okay.
Fly back up while they sit on the rest.
Okay. So I mean, it's a fairly calm day. It's a little nice, cool breeze kind of blows through, and as it does, it carries some of the fall leaves off of the trees with it, as it's now reaching middle fall. But everything other than that, it's relatively calm. You guys don't see anything. There's no other disturbances. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna say,
Well, we can't really keep him prisoner here this entire time. It's not really fair. We haven't really decided what we're gonna do with him.
He kind of struggling like on the ground, like squirm over in front of you.
Murgle could go into the mine and get others to come out of the mine.
What do you guys think?
I think that we should let him do it, but if he double crosses us, he gonna die. He's gonna die with the rest of them.
He gonna die.
He gonna die in a fire.
Okay.
I'll kind of like help Murgle up on his feet.
Okay.
And I'll be like,
Now listen, I don't want anyone else to get hurt. Both sides. They just want the cave, the town. If you guys evacuate it, go your own way. We have more than enough proof that there was a fight and that we attempted to clear it out.
Yes, we can return to our other home.
Yes, yeah, perfect. See, you have another home.
Yes, this was only because Chief talked to the man.
The man.
Yes.
And you haven't mentioned this man before. What did he look like?
He's a man.
Hmm. Could you be a little bit more specific?
Murgle has a hard time with faces of humanoid.
If he was a gnoll, did he have any markings?
He wore a green cloak and
Green cloak.
And
do we know of people who wear green cloaks?
What
you-
do the guards wear? at
Do
the
you
city?
guys?
Yeah.
Not that you can recall so far.
Okay.
Yeah, if there has been anybody, certainly it hasn't been anybody of note that you've met.
And what did they discuss? Do you remember that at least?
they want Chief to hold this mine and make it home.
Well, that's been very helpful, Murgle. Thank you.
Murgle is very helpful.
Your binds now, so just try not to make any sudden movements or anything. Don't want to cut you.
As I like start to like get out or like take my knife out and
Okay.
cut the binds.
Now we don't want any more fighting, so please don't cause us to fight, you guys.
Oh yes, Murgle will bring them out, and then we will go.
Perfect.
And then he just kind of takes off running
To the other way or?
into the mine.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
yeah, he-
How dare you?
he's like, yeah, I'll go.
Runs. It's like, okay, let's get him.
Let me just.
Speedy boy, I gotta fucking take him down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, man. Dive bomb.
Yep. You're fast as boys.
I still feel like we should have had Briar talk to him before he went in there because she kind of scared him the last time she talked to him.
She scares me, so I get it.
Was it
I
him that
feel
she
you.
scared, or was it the other dude that she like?
No, she said
Briar intimidated.
she said I will kill you the last time. You remember that?
He had the knife and the smile, and we were all like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, and I was like,
I called it.
So with that, he just kind of on all fours goes take off running into the mine, hopping over the dead body of the chief on the
Ugh.
way in. And it about 5 minutes pass, and you don't see anything. Another 5 minutes go by. At this point, kind of slowly emerging from the mine, you see Murgle kind of coming out, flanked by what appears to be a female gnoll and three very smaller gnoll pups. As he kind of comes out, he says, "Come, and he kind of waves them out. And behind them, you see like another 4 adult male gnolls each also followed by what looks to be like a small family kind of come out.
Question: before they come out, could
Mhm.
we have moved the bodies so they're not like right there?
You know what? It's a good deterrent.
Nope.
Leave them there.
I was gonna say that I moved, but yeah. It's too late
You
now,
guys
but-
had 2 5-minute
I was
intervals.
actually just checking to see if I have a shovel to even bury them, but I did not.
I mean, you
I have
could be
one, you can
moving
borrow
them
mine.
right now, but yeah. Or do you want to be moving them in the process of moving them?
I feel like that's almost worse.
Yeah, that's way worse. It's like, yeah, we'll leave them then.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
You do see the like as some of the mother gnolls are like trying to cover the eyes of their children, and you just hear like just this tiny little like laughing sigh and cry coming from some of the little puppies as they get ushered out. They kind of head off in the direction of like the river where you guys were before, and Murgle kind of comes forward. He says,
Thank you, Murgle remembers, and will be very helpful in the future.
and he just kind of gives you guys a nod, and then kind of starts to turn away.
I will say, take care, Murgle.
He kind of like just looks back at you.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Wizard, can I
Do you-
take a break from the action and geek out with you for a second?
Yep. What's up?
So they announced the Avengers game,
God damn it.
and the fucking cast for the main people is Troy Baker, Travis Willingham, Laura Bailey, Nolan North, and this other guy.
Whoa.
That's-
Are all playing the Avengers.
Those are all of the voice actors.
Yeah,
Every
there's
single
one
one
other
of them.
guy whose name I forgot. I think he's playing Hulk or something. I don't know.
That's Jim. They just got him.
He might be popular. I don't know who he is. But okay, sorry, go on.
In any case, he looks back at you. Are you being serious in your wishing him well? Briar?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I actually am.
He kind of gives you like a wary look, but gives you a nod, and then ushers goes and ushers his family off as
Can I-
they disappear into the woods. Go ahead.
Can I quickly check if there's like some sort of like status symbol on the chief's body, like some specific weapon or anything like that? That is like
Sure. Go ahead.
looks like it's ornate to him.
Go ahead and first roll. Roll. We'll just call this an investigation check for this.
That is 14.
He's a lot bigger than all of the
Yes.
other ones.
Yeah, that's fair.
On top of that, I mean, he does have essentially what's like a longer pole arm that seems to be like made out of some sort of bone, but there's nothing inherently like they don't appear to have anything obviously like no ornate like clothing or
Yes, nothing
anything
that
like
would
that.
be like screams. Aside from size, nothing that screams. This guy is gonna be the.
no. I mean, gathering what you know about other like pack animals, you gather that it is largely to do with size and just the alpha of the pack mentality, where they don't necessarily need something physical to denote it for their culture.
I'm gonna quickly grab the spear and try to like fly to catch up with Murgle real quick. I'll be like, I'll be right back. Just give me a moment. I'm
Okay.
like, yeah. Fly in the direction that he was.
Yeah, it's not hard. I mean, you fly significantly faster than they walk. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I say, Murgle, wait up, wait. Don't really have a weapon, do you?
No, they
Here,
were taken by
take
you.
this. I know. It's complicated, but at least take this. It's what your chief had. Figure you'd get better use out of it than anyone, really.
Oh, thank you, Murgle is very thankful.
And listen, you might look back on this and get a kind of hatred for, I don't know, adventurers or anything like that. I get it. I'm not trying to dissuade you from that. The feelings that you're feeling, they're fair. Just, yeah. And I'll just start heading the other way.
Okay. He doesn't really say anything and just kind of gives you a nod and watches you take off. All right, very good. In the meantime, you arrive back. Was there anybody doing anything while he was gone?
Just chilling in a tree, man.
Okay.
Living my best life.
He's doing bird things.
Bird stuff. Let go.
I'm going by the other people.
I'm counting the ears that we got.
Okay.
Like rifling through them.
I'm sitting on my mom's shoulder.
So, like stacking with.
Which I think we have 28 or something.
Is it that many? Okay, that
That's
sounds
about right.
could be. That sounds about
'Cause
right.
There were the first 5, and then the 6, and the chief.
Yes, that sounds correct. Actually, you're right. Yeah.
Well, did you guys all check what everybody has on them?
Yeah, sure, okay.
I have no need for any of it.
Honestly, I doubt there's gonna be anything good, but they might have picked stuff up from other adventurers that they've come in contact with. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, as you guys kind of whoever's looking, I assume you
I'll
are.
help.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Klee and Akka, as you guys kind of rifle through the bodies, most of the things do seem to be kind of garbagey.
Mhm.
But you do occasionally you run across like some of them have actually. It looks like they may have taken them from people they've killed and or eaten. As you find a couple nice longbows.
Okay.
Outside of that, most of it seems pretty primitive.
I'll take a longbow.
Okay. Yeah, you do find 3 longbows on these guys, as well as 30 arrows total amongst what was left of the
Anyone
bodies.
need arrows?
I'm not gonna use a longbow.
I do.
Oh, okay. I'll halvesies unless someone else wants
But
some.
I think you need bolts, don't you?
Oh, yeah, if you're using a crossbow, it would be bolt.
Okay. I'm gonna switch the arrows that I have for bolts then, because that's what I've been using.
You could
I didn't
always
know.
use-
I'm sorry.
That's
No,
all
you
good.
good,
It's
you
all
good.
good.
You could always take a longbow just in case.
Backup
Okay.
weapon.
Yeah, and then 15.
You also don't
arrows.
need to reload it, right? Because it's a longbow.
Yeah.
I don't know how Pathfinder works, or how it works different to Pathfinder.
Okay, I will take a longbow then,
Okay, very good.
I guess.
All right, so Briar and Klee got a longbow. Was anybody else taking one? There's one more if anybody wanted it.
I don't need it, but I can carry it
Okay.
if somebody changes their mind.
Okay, very good. And then other than that, and other than the spear that you had found on the chief, you guys didn't see anything necessarily of value. I mean, they have some leather armor on them. It looks kind of like gross. I mean, it's functional, and it wouldn't fit on you guys super well, but they do have some if anybody just really wanted to take it. But especially the ones that were cut in half by Mara don't seem particularly useful anymore.
It's a crop top, dude.
Oh, make some nice jorks.
I'm sure they would fit Marok.
Oh.
I want that garbage. Do they have any like bracers?
I mean, like a couple of them have very, very primitive bracers.
Ah, okay. It's whatever.
Nothing amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, you guys finish looting the bodies.
Oh,
Get
get off.
Gross.
it's
I want
about
to like fly to the creek and wash my hands,
okay.
but I'm not going to. It's fine.
Okay, well then you
No.
don't.
Stop.
Is he okay with your kitty?
No, cat, no.
Anyways,
She's
so what are
laying
you?
on my keyboard. I'm sorry.
It's all good. What are you guys doing?
I'm giving BB her dice back.
I'm going to head over to the cave and try to listen to see if I hear anything like echoing in there at all.
Okay. So just you're going up to the mouth of the mine entrance there.
Yes.
And I'm 90% sure, but burb people do not have dark vision, right?
We
I
do
don't
not.
think they do. No.
Okay, it seems like that would be silly. I'm just making sure, unless you're like an
Yeah.
owl, unless you're an owl person.
Mm.
This ain't Pathfinder where
Yeah.
everything gets dark vision.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Can
still
you
is.
see anything in there?
I can see darkness. Lots of darkness.
And a
Oh,
ceiling.
I can see darkness too.
Well, we're both seeing darkness. This is wonderful.
Well, I mean, I can see in darkness.
Oh, you can see in darkness.
Yes, can you?
Yeah?
Roll a deception check, Clee. All the things to lie about.
Perception. That is 21.
Oh,
Do you want to roll an insight check there, Briar?
Sure. Oh, he won.
Okay.
One. Ooh.
I got 9.
Okay. Yeah, no, he can totally see in the dark.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, let's pair up and explore the cave then.
I think it'd be a really good idea, just putting it out there, if we like lit a torch or something, and then we went in, because then it would like allow other people who can't see inside darkness to see inside darkness.
I can see.
No one's asking you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Perfect.
And I think I should have some torches. I will light a torch.
Okay.
I'm gonna shake my head disapprovingly,
Okay.
just of his shenanigans.
Very
You
good.
never. Maybe.
I'm also a bird, I know.
So yeah. I'll
No,
light
I'm
a
taking
torch
this note down.
And that I can see in dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fine. This is good.
Totally can't see that going wrong at all.
Oh
ever.
no. So I'll step in front. Oh, that's not me. That's you.
That's me.
I'll step in front and like, kind of like have my feathers kind of stick up, all poofy, not wanting to go inside this cave.
Anyone want to take the lead?
Well, I mean, like Rocky can see in the dark, so
I'm on your shoulders.
I know where you are. But I'm just saying, we could walk over there if you want to kind of peek in there since you can see in the dark.
Okay.
Okay. So, Clee, are you still trying to see into the darkness or just hear what's going on in there?
I'm just trying to hear what's going on.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check then.
Or perception check.
Can I move up and look in there as well?
8.
Yes.
Okay.
But I also have a torch lit, so the entrance is a little lit.
Yeah, as you guys look in, like just this, the entrance to this mine appears to be like very old. Like part of it's kind of like leaning one way as if the earth has shifted over time. And it's just completely overgrown. And had it not been pointed out to you guys, you think you probably would have missed it. And this is probably a big part of why it had been undiscovered for so long, despite being in relatively close proximity to Keldon. There's just ivy completely has overgrown the entrance, other than like a very small opening that the gnolls have kind of pushed open and cleared out so they can get in and out. And as you guys kind of like go up and peer through the ivy into the darkness, I mean, it appears to be a mine. There appears to be the remnant of an old track, which is largely, at this point, kind of not in the best shape. And as you look inside, it does appear to be partly, you don't know how stable it is. You do see the bracers and things up to kind of keep the support of the tunnel. But outside of that, I mean, it does look, you can see spots like briars. You kind of glance around the corner a bit. You can see spots where it looks like the gnolls have even been digging a bit to like expand the area, the livable area for them. So it kind of becomes difficult at a glance to tell what's original bits of mine and what they may have dug out on their own. But there do appear to be several clear paths ahead of you that were very clearly hewn and built for the mine. But outside of that, I mean, it's a lot of dirt and rock from here. Nothing super stands out from the entrance.
Okay. Aren't mines supposed to have shiny things in them?
You're asking who exactly? I'm not really the expert on mines, and I don't believe Akka is either.
This is my first mine, actually. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
this is all new to me.
Roll for mine, yeah. So are you guys, I mean, you can go back now if you want. I mean, you guys are just staring at a mine right now. What are you guys doing?
I want to go in. I just don't want to go first.
I think we should go in. Yeah.
Mara and Marok, what are you guys doing, by the way, while these guys are just staring?
I'm clicking my beak uncomfortably.
We're chickening out.
Rocky,
What?
do you kind of want to just like Go a little bit further. See.
Whatever you want, you're my legs.
All right, we'll go together.
I will start slowly walking inside as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow behind him
Just
closely. Like,
Going very slow and knowing, or just looking around at how much dirt there is and low stability.
Okay.
Being mindful of any sounds of cave-ins and things.
All right. Yep. So Mara and Marok kind of push past you guys as he's like riding up on her shoulders, like peering around. Goblins do have dark vision though, yeah? So
Yep.
Are you just telling her where to go? Because she definitely
Well,
does
I have a
not.
torch out as well.
Do you see anything, Rocky?
I don't know. Do I see anything, DM?
So as you go further in, pretty early, it splits into two large, very large paths that look like they were dug out originally. As they do still have kind of older, man, not in the best shape, but there are support braces kind of down there, and it looks as if there were spots where torches used to hang along this path, but now they're either all gone and or completely long extinguished. But there's a path to your left and a path to your right.
Do I
Which
see
way?
any markings?
And
So as you kind of come up to where the fork is, you do see what looks like it could have been an old sign. It's I mean, you can go, it's covered in gunk and kind of rotted, but you can take a look at it and try and decipher.
I'll use prestidigitation on it and see if
Okay.
I can make it in a better condition.
Okay.
fancy.
Yep, so you do manage to somewhat restore the readability. It's as you take a look at it, like there are parts of it that are just gone at this point, as it's an old wooden sign. But the best that you can decipher is that, I mean, they are both mine shafts, and they do just appear to have labels. What language do you speak, Mark?
Common and Goblin.
Okay. Does anybody? I assume somebody probably speaks. Does anybody speak Dwarvish or Orcish?
I also speak Ethereal. Not really.
I would like to cast comprehend languages.
There you go.
Very good.
Perfect.
Very good. Yep. So as you kind of, there's an over/under thing. It appears as though, based on your guess, this might have been a joint venture.
Oh yeah, she has spells now.
Yeah, she does have spells now.
Wait, did we all get our spells? Or-
No,
No,
she just never-
She never chose her spells.
I never chose them.
So, yes, at this point,
Whatever.
it does look as though this may have been some sort of collaborative effort between either orcs and half orcs and dwarves for a long time ago. But there are essentially just two signs, kind of one pointing one way and one pointing the other, and they just appear to largely be descriptive. They have names, which is they have them written above in Dwarvish and one in Orcish. It roughly just translates to like one is river path, and then one is like one is sparkly tunnel. Like essentially it's like what it roughly translates to for you, but they don't. Again, it's a little, I mean, you can comprehend literally what they mean. You assume that perhaps they meant something slightly different to dwarves.
Okay.
I say we go to the right.
I think we should go whichever way was the sparkly path.
Yeah, that's right.
I think
We should go right as well.
It's our women's intuition.
It's our women's intuition.
I think we should go whichever way gets us out of here the quickest.
I nod vigorously and I'm like holding on to the back of Mara.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys kind of start then working your way down the right path, you do see off to the side, it looks as if there was maybe not an original part of the tunnel, but like something that looks like it has been dug out. And just by the look of it, maybe recently. It doesn't look like it is of the same make as the tunnel, but it is a smaller path kind of off to the right side immediately as you guys start heading down that way. Otherwise, ahead of you, the tunnel continues on.
Listen,
Wait, what did we just see?
promote me a second.
I will. Okay, I will do that. So what you're
Does
asking?
it look man-made or animal-made?
Roll me an investigation check.
Or natural? I want to roll too, because I'm looking.
Okay.
I can't.
Investigation a 10.
10.
Investigation is a 10. Okay. It's kind of difficult to tell based on looking at it the way you guys
Okay.
are seeing it now. Yeah, I mean, it could be either one. It just
Mm.
looks like a much smaller path, relatively recent, but there's no way to tell.
I guess we'll just keep going.
I think we should just keep going.
Yeah, no, yeah. It'd be stupid to explore. It's just, yep.
It's like slowly almost hyperventilating at this point, especially as it's like narrowing down a little bit, just
Okay.
keeping my wings all close and stuff.
We legit can't even open our wings in here.
No.
Yeah, it's
Like-
pretty tight. And the ceiling at most gets up to about 10 feet at different spots. 10, occasionally when there's a slight dip, it might go to 12, but for the most part, it stays between 8 and 10 feet. So this is a very, for you guys especially, a very claustrophobic sort of feeling as you guys work your way further, deeper into the earth here.
How further are we going in here?
I mean, you guys can.
Lead the way.
Like all the way?
We're running the conga line, dude.
Yep.
So you
Yeah,
guys.
you're holding onto her, and I'm holding onto like the
Well-
back as well. Like,
It looks like we can't go no more.
Yeah, you guys come up on what appears to be. It looks like part of the tunnel is just collapsed at this point. In front of you guys.
That little dig out thing.
Yeah, you get the sense that this mine is not in the best of shape, especially now.
I'm gonna head over to the collapse and kind of like knock and see if I hear anything.
Okay. Just a general tap.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you kind of tap against it, I mean, there's a little bit of dust that kind of shifts and falls. Are you just trying to see if you think you could dig it out?
Sure.
Sure, you can roll an investigation check.
10.
10. It's a little bit difficult to say. You think maybe the right people with the right gear, but you don't immediately see any way for you to handle it.
So, yep, those are cave rocks. Let's turn this around.
What?
Really not liking it in here.
Okay.
You don't look so good.
Yeah. Us bird folk don't do too well in close places and stuff. Actually, can we like stop outside and just get a quick breather or something?
Breath of fresh air.
Yeah, just like bolted outside.
Okay. Yep, you
We're
guys.
very proud of ourselves.
Yeah, you guys
No,
make
we
your
did
way
really well.
back to
I
the
like-
front there.
Go
Yeah.
for a high five for you.
Okay.
Okay, back in.
Are you done? All right.
Okay.
Rock,
We all get out safely.
see
The
anything
end.
this way while we're going in?
Yeah, as you guys head off down this way, on the left path, again, you see a path off to the left, though this one does appear to be original. Then ahead, it seems to continue on, and further ahead, you can see like a small fork. As the main path kind of continues straight, but there's another small fork off to the left, but it's a little difficult to tell what exactly all is going on down that way.
Should we
From
go
this
left
distance.
or should we
Let's
just
let's try out left first. It's leftier.
Are you sure you're going to be okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. We're both just great.
I mean, it's fine if you want to wait outside.
Oh no, that wouldn't be the adventure thing to do, right? Gotta get over fear someday, right? I'm saying right a lot. It's sounding like a weird word, you know, when you say it over and over again, right?
we're going left.
So, as you guys go left and make your way into the small chamber, you know what? Everybody, roll me an investigation check real quick.
They're gonna say initiative.
Yeah, everybody roll initiative.
It sounded like you're gonna-
Invisible rock monsters.
Oh,
9.
I got a 4.
Okay,
Oh wait, I gotta look at my thing.
looking
I
good
got
so
a
far.
1.
Nice. Okay,
Hurt
I got
your
a
eyes
20.
looking.
you got a 20.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
I got
Okay,
a 19 plus a 1.
If
nice.
you got a 3,
Marok, what did you get?
A 9.
9. Okay, and
I'm
Briar.
rolling shit today.
A 3.
3. Okay, cool. So as the 4 of you guys kind of look around, you're like, yeah, That's definitely a room. That's a room. It's like a cavey, miney room thing. But Mara, as you kind of walk in, it's a long time in the past, but as you look around, you feel like you can see the layout of this chamber. It appears as though it at one point may have been kind of an area that was used to like house maps and things like that. You do see like just the crumbled remnants of, as you look in the dirt, what appears to be an old table that's just, it's long since kind of fallen to pieces. And as you look a little closer, you notice something that looks like it's an addition to the room that may not be completely original. As against the wall, there appear to be, you can see where the earth was disturbed, and there appear to be some like small stones kind of pushed up as if covering a hole.
I feel like we should look in this area.
You
Like,
guys,
What did you find?
Can I go like over and move the rocks around a little?
sure. They're a little bit on the heavier side, but you're pretty
I'm a
big.
woman.
You're pretty big and strong. They shouldn't be too much trouble for you. But let's just, for fun of it, why don't you roll me a strength check?
God damn it.
I'll give you advantage on it because you're very big and strong.
I'm strong.
I'm strong.
What is it?
Strength check.
Where is it?
It'll just be generally, yeah. So at the top where your stats are, it'll say strength and plus whatever. Oh, I'm sorry.
17.
Sorry for telling you the thing you asked.
17.
17. Okay. Yep. You guys kind of see Mara, like her, as she looks around the room, and she suddenly seems to spot something that you guys didn't really notice before. And as she goes up to it, you're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And as she goes up to this area of these stones, she just grabs them, like starts throwing them out of the way.
I'm strong.
Can I act like I'm controlling her?
Yes, you can.
All right.
You see
like Ratatouille or like
yeah.
pulling on her hair.
You see Marok on top, kind of like puppeteering.
I look impressed, very impressed, because I'm convinced.
I use my mage hand to help too.
Okay.
Lift up a 5.
Yeah, there's a little, like a couple
pebble
pebbles. You guys see a couple pebbles getting thrown aside by the mage hand.
It's wiping the dust off some of the bigger rocks.
Thank
making
you,
it easier.
Rocky. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mom.
You're doing a great job.
Okay, very good. Yeah. All right. So with that, like, as you kind of look in there, it's difficult to see. How is that torch? Are you guys like right beside her?
We would be close.
Okay.
Like as soon as she
10 feet
cleared,
back
I
or
would
so.
get
Okay.
so with the torch.
It's a little difficult to see, Mara, as you're kind of looking in there. You need to get the torch a little closer. As it's
I'm
kind of-
looking.
Well,
Yeah,
he's got
Rocky's on
dark
my
vision.
shoulder.
Yeah,
and
but
he
you-
has night vision.
Are you? So you're having to lean down, or are you just like kind of holding on to her and like just leaning down with her?
I scale down her.
Okay. Yep. So it's
Like a little monkey on a koala on a.
Now, like looking underneath an armpit.
as you take a look in this hole, it's not huge, but it's definitely big enough for you to fit in, Marok. As you look into it,
Okay.
I'm gonna go in the hole.
come on, guys,
I almost said that too.
come on.
Y'all are nasty.
There's a lot of holes in fantasy.
No, you said it's not that big.
Maybe
I know.
yours, Wizard. Maybe your fantasies have a lot of
We're
holes in
talking
them.
about the hole, okay?
So Marok,
Say it again. That makes it all better.
All right, Mom. I'll be right back.
All right, be careful.
so
Okay.
the hole goes only a few feet in, and as you kind of look in there, it's not huge, but it looks like somebody of your size definitely could fit in here, and perhaps did. As you look around, there is a small pile of what appears to be just items kind of thrown together, like a few of the things you see, like a few like dolls that look like they were kind of maybe makeshift store, like is it like a child would have, like just little dolls that are kind of made of like, you know, well, you see what you'd see at like a farmer's market, like they're made of like the corn husks and stuff like that. You see some things like that. But yeah, as you go digging through there, just roll me an investigation check. I just want to see.
Okay.
I don't think you should have.
Ooh, a natural 19.
Very good. Yeah. So as you kind of dig through there, you see a few like minor things, and there do seem to be like some some cloth that may have been pretty at some point, but it's so dirty and gross that it's just useless. But
What if I use prestidigitation? Can I make it beautiful again?
you can. Would you like to do that?
Yep.
Yep, as you pull this rag out, it suddenly, as you press to digitize it, it suddenly becomes just a beautiful scarlet sash. It's very pretty. It looks like it's made of like some sort of fine linen, but it's a...
What's a sash?
What's a sash? It's like a... Google it.
Like a tunic?
No. It's like... Just Google
Kind of
it.
like
Just
a toga, but just the top part.
Just
I
the
typed
top.
in sash and autofilled as Sasha Obama.
You know, like the
Miss America thing.
America. Yeah, that's what it's
Yep, so you drape Sasha Obama around your
No,
neck.
I write.
found her.
I write King Mark.
Goodness.
I
So-
could wear that.
As you go kind of scraping through this pile, one of the first things you notice is you feel something on the ground. You can't see it, but it appears to be like a small ring of some sort as you kind of like pick it up and
It was
feel
the
it.
party's first ring.
I take it.
Okay, very good. Outside of that, there are some boots that are really shiny that outside of like all this other nastiness, they look very interesting.
I take the boots.
Okay, very good. Really outside of that, there's not much interesting, but there's just these two items seem to have
I
definitely...
put the boots on and the ring. Do I feel different?
You feel fabulous.
I put them on. Do I feel different? So as you slide the boots on, they're a little big on you as they kind of slowly shrink up to match the size of your small feet. But yeah, as you put it on, like you feel a little peppier, a little faster. They're definitely interesting. And you're putting the ring on as well?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You don't feel anything immediately. You feel a little like maybe like a little more. You know, you don't feel anything until somebody identifies it. Screw you.
Is everything good in there?
How long does it take to identify something?
If it's being
1
cast,
minute.
yeah. Do you have a? You can cast. I think. Can you cast identify as a ritual? I think you can.
I have it as a detection and it takes me 1 minute.
Oh,
Okay.
you have it?
Yeah.
I run out.
Okay.
I run out and I go,
Hey, Briar,
Why, yes.
I got this for you.
and I put the sash on her.
Oh, thank you. It's
And I
beautiful.
also need a favor.
You need a favor. What is it?
Yes, I found these boots, and they were kind of big, and they shrunk, and they matched to my feet now, and this ring, but I don't know what they do.
Oh, well, here, let me see.
Okay.
I'll hold my hands out.
Okay.
And
I take
cast
off- I take-
identify.
Yeah.
The entire time, this entire minute, I'm like in the fetal position in the car.
I'm
Rock-
just patting him slowly, looking just as uncomfortable.
Okay.
This is our home.
So which item are you identifying first?
The rings first.
Okay. So
Or
you,
the ring first.
yeah. So you hold out your hand as he hands you something which you don't see, but then it kind of plops in your hand and it feels a little weighty. You're like, oh, this is neat, interesting. So as you identify it, it actually does slowly become visible again. So this is a minor ring of deception. It will give you +2 on all your deception rolls. And you can choose to make it invisible, so that way it is more difficult to detect whether you are using a magic ring or not, essentially. Until you're, basically it stays invisible until you either will it to become visible again or until you die. Or
So it doesn't make
go
your
unconscious.
finger invisible as well. It's not like a budget ass ring.
Yeah, it's
Where
not.
are your middle
It's
fingers?
like missing that one part of your finger.
Yeah, just around that.
floating. That'd be actually kind of cool.
That would be cool. While invisible, if detected through a spell, the ring appears to have some other effect other than its deceptive properties. So,
Cool.
yes, so there's that. And then you focus again on the boots, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. So, they appear to be some sort of magically enhanced boots that allow you to just move a little bit faster. They are lightweight boots. Allows you to move basically once per long rest. You can tap the toes of your boots against the ground and increase your walking speed by 15 feet for 5 minutes.
Wow.
I don't want these boots.
They also, sorry, I left out a thing. They give you advantage against exhaustion saves brought on by forced marches. So it's a minor thing, but a thing nonetheless.
I don't want the boots. I want that ring, please.
Well, perhaps your mother would like the boots?
Since
Oh,
she's carrying you
Yeah, I'll
anyways.
take 'em,
Mom, I got you a gift. I got you some shoes. for you.
Yeah, okay.
Hand some baby
Just
booties
'cause
over to you.
You don't want them, but I'll take them.
No, I was always gonna give them.
So I was gonna give
No,
him.
they're so sweet together.
I put the ring on and I make it go invisible. Wait, is
Okay.
it pretty?
I mean, it's a pretty plain, like silver-looking ring. There's nothing especially interesting about
I
it.
make it go invisible.
I'm making cool. Okay, it is now invisible.
So I
I
get
put my boots on in here.
Yeah, let me add them to your inventory real quick.
Thank you.
You're
the
welcome.
best. You're my
I get a plus. Wait, is it so it's +2 to deception?
Yes.
Oh, I get a +7 now.
You're gonna need it.
For what?
You're a small person.
I'm a little Goliath. Thank you.
You're a tiny Goliath person, and there's nothing weird about that, which is
No.
why you'll need it.
Also, Wizard, where was the item that you put in? Where do I find that?
I'm doing it right now. Sorry.
In your
Okay.
inventory.
So in any case, you guys, while I'm doing this, you guys find these 2 items. What are you guys doing?
I'm trying not to have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Can I look around and make sure there's not anything else that I'm missing and like didn't overlook?
Yeah, you can give it another look if you'd like. It'd be just another investigation check.
Hey, Mom, do you like Briar sash thingy?
I got 16.
16, yeah. I mean, even at a second look, there may be some things buried, maybe, but you can't really tell. If there's anything in here, it's not immediately apparent.
Is there any? Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know what to do. Like, what if we
Are-
find like a map or something? Or
Yeah,
like,
are the
just,
maps
like,
any good?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. If I could read
was
any of
curious
the
about
maps
that.
or anything.
I mean, you don't immediately see any maps as you
Oh, I
look
see.
Is it
around.
there are
Okay.
map pieces?
Yeah, I mean, as you dig around, you find like little bits of leaflet that probably could have been maps, but they're so brittle. They've just broken over the millennia.
Okay.
So I don't see anything else of value.
No, maybe if you had rolled higher than you did before, you might have, but you didn't.
Much as I love this place.
You'll never know. That's how D&D
That's
works.
not that bad.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't better than what you rolled before. If you'd got somehow pulled out like a 25, then maybe you would have seen something very unique, but you didn't. So
As
you
much as I love this place,
My investigation's 1, and the highest the dice go is 20.
I think we should probably continue a little bit. Explore the rest of it.
All right. So you guys make your
having
way
a
out of
great
that room.
time, you know?
All right.
Yeah. We're having
Akka,
fun.
the quill has been added to your inventory.
Okay.
I'm about to add the boots to Mara, and then I'll add the ring into your inventory there, Marok, in just a second. So yeah, you guys, I guess, back out of this room now that there's clearly nothing interesting left in it.
Yep. I like turn towards the entrance and be like, so far. And, like, I guess we continue further into the cave.
Okay.
Further this way?
Is this
It
an
is better.
No, that cuts off.
entrance
Or
or
go straight.
I
No,
don't
they wanted to go to the left.
I think that this is actually just a part of the cave.
Is that a wall there in front of us?
Yeah, I think there's a wall here.
Let me check. What are you guys doing?
Off the battle map.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's it for that
Okay,
room
I
there.
guess we'll go back this way.
God, not so fast.
Oh,
You're
goodness.
on
thank
me.
I'm literally my hand on my character's holding on to you.
That's perfect, because that's what's happening.
I touched the butt. Sorry, my bad.
Touched the butt.
Where are we going?
Are we going deeper into the cave?
We're going deeper.
Yeah.
Going deeper.
So you guys reach what appears to be another small fork with the main path kind of still going off to the right, and then a kind of a smaller path going off to the
Let's
left.
go to the left.
Why we always go to the left?
We went to the right the first time.
Because everything you own is in the box. Okay. Anyways,
Oh my god.
that's a throwback. How many people are old enough? That's okay.
Everybody?
Everybody in here. There's nobody in chat.
Not that old, right?
That song's like 15 years old at least now, right?
Something
No,
like that.
no.
Pretty
No, I refuse to believe that.
No,
was
it
early
had- it came out when
2000s, wasn't it?
yeah. No, it was. I was in high school when that song came out, so probably like 14 years ago.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure it was like 15. I think,
2006.
Okay.
Hey, that's whenever I graduated. So yeah, I was like,
I did do that.
In any case,
I don't like that.
where are you guys going?
Left. He called it. He can
Okay.
see. I can't.
Yep, this, I mean, it appears to have been made by the original people who kind of dug through here. It goes back a little ways. It looks as though they hit some sort of, at the back, they hit some sort of hard rock, and this may be a preliminary tunnel. They were digging to see if they were going to continue that way. And as you kind of reach the back, there doesn't appear to be any...
Oh, Jesus.
what?
Stop throwing your...
Where did I go?
I made it through.
You guys
Oh,
reach the
no.
back, and it appears that they stopped there. But as you kind of, actually, you know what?
Where did I go?
I don't know where I am.
Yeah, I don't know where you guys'
Somebody
characters
pointed
are.
to the DM zone.
We're in the DM zone.
Oh, I'll
no
get you.
go
I'll get you.
zone.
Hold on. Damn, stupid.
Poor stream can't see the shenanigans that's happening right now.
I mean, I could. It's really inane and not nonsensical, so I figured I'd
Yeah.
leave it out. But you guys reach the end here, and you notice there's kind of like a small hole that's been kind of dug.
Big enough for him to fit in?
It's my
Notice
calling
that.
It you might just be able to fit. This one kind of goes. It kind of slants upwards a bit.
I'll go in the hole.
Okay. I need you to roll me an athletics check.
Fuck!
Can we like kind of like stomp him into it, you know?
I was gonna say I got my quarterstaff. I could like push him in.
Get a
like
plunger.
cannon.
Oh, but that
10.
10.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you start making your way up, and even with their help kind of pushing you up, you make it a little bit, and you're like, oh, I've got it, guys! And then you kind of like lose traction as you're trying to hold on, and you're having a hard time just with the steepness of it, kind of keeping your like self-braced and working your way up the small
Could
tunnel.
be very uncomfortable with the quarterstaff coming in behind you.
It could be.
Or very comfortable. You never know.
I'm not going to
never know.
judge.
Never know.
So with that, you kind of like slide back down. You make it about 10 feet past where they had pushed you up to, and then you kind of slide your way back down.
Did you see anything?
It was a dirt tunnel.
and it was going up.
Yeah, it was kind of going up at a pretty steep angle.
Oh, it's probably just an air vent. It's fine.
Is anyone, is the air a little...
Can I try to climb
Less in
up
here.
it?
Or one of you birds want to go up and fly in it?
Is it, how big is the tunnel?
I mean, it's about like 3 feet wide, maybe at most,
Oh,
and
that's,
it
not,
looks
that's not wide enough to fly at all.
definitely
we
not
could
wide enough
fit,
to fly.
though.
We
Yeah,
could fit, but
But
we
I don't want to.
Mara might have a
No.
bit of a hard time fitting.
That means
I'm
BB
a
would
big
fit.
wobbin.
So you're asking if we want to get even tighter quarters? I'm gonna
I'm good.
pass on that one.
Yeah, it's about 3 feet wide and like maybe like 2-ish feet high. So at least at this point. Go ahead.
Can I use my little familiar to
You certainly,
up
yeah, you can do
there
that.
and look around?
Sure.
Cool.
What are you changing it into?
I can see in the dark.
Bat.
That's fair. What can see in the dark?
Oh, a bat would
A
be
bat
good.
would be cool.
good.
Okay, a bat.
Yeah.
I'm
Not with the
imagining
clutch play.
I'm imagining very much the Scooby-Doo, like at the beginning of the intro, the bat sounds. That's what I'm imagining right now. So you guys see as a small bat appears and just begins
Aw.
flying up the tunnel. And it has just enough room. It like you kind of like bonks its head one time. Are you looking through its eyes, or are you? What are you doing? Okay, so for those of you looking at Briar, her vision kind of goes cloudy as you see her eyes glaze over with a very like white.
I cover
white
her
front.
eyes with the sash.
You guys see this?
You're so considerate.
Okay.
But you see as her eyes just go completely white, the pupil and iris kind of disappearing, and you flying the bat. It's pretty dark. It's pretty tight. You go probably for about 20 feet or so at a rather steep angle before it kind of planes out for a second, and it opens into like a small, just a very small den type area, and then you see another path going down. As you look around this den with your bat familiar, you don't see anything. It just looks as though There's kind of a flat bed of rock up here, so whoever dug this, it's like they had to dig maybe past this rock to get there, and then now it's going back down. What are you doing? You just continue on?
Keep going, yeah.
Okay.
Looking around.
Yep, very good. So you begin flying down, and this goes a little bit further. It goes about another 30 feet downwards, and as your bat kind of emerges from the hole into what appears to be a larger chamber, there is just a pair of eyes just looking straight at you as it comes out of the hole. And as you
Oh dear.
as you come out of the hole and see these eyes, you realize, oh, it's like a statue. We're all good. As it appears to be just this face, like staring kind of at the direction of the hole. It looks a little grotesque, like it's like frozen in fear, like as if the sculptor was trying to capture like just a very scary moment. But other than that, what are you doing? Are you just flying around the room?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look around.
Okay, roll me.
And when that happened, I'm like, my whole body like twitched just for a second.
Oh God!
The sash kind of like falls off one of her eyes.
I'll fix it.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Been rolling like crap, so come on.
I'm gonna like poke her with like my talon, just kind of like see if
She can feel it.
I mean, I don't know that, so I'm just like poking her in the back.
So, Briar, you can still feel things. It's just a weird out-of-body kind of experience. You can feel like your body being poked. You can talk. It's largely you just can't see, and it's a little harder for you to hear.
I got 14.
14. Yeah, as you fly around this chamber, you see several more statues of various different like species and things that are kind of just stuck around in various poses. None of them look terribly happy. They look kind of scared or in shock. But yeah, with that, you see as you look around the room more, there's like more holes kind of going out of this room in different directions. Most of them kind of going further downwards, but there are maybe a couple going further up. But other than that, you see a small pile of what looks to be like bits of broken, same materials as other statues. You're not sure quite what it is, but there appears to be broken bits kind of like pushed into one corner.
Can my bat go land on it?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me look something up before. One sec.
Like dying here.
Is she, Briar, are you relaying all this to us, or are you just looking at it?
I don't know. Can I? I don't know if I can talk or not. while this is
You
happening.
can. Yeah, you can talk.
Okay.
It's
I'll tell them what I'm seeing.
You just can't really hear much outside of the people really close to you. It kind of deadens most of your senses. So yeah,
Okay.
she's begins relaying this information to you.
Do you think that that's what happens if you stay in here too long? Oh God. Oh God, I don't want to be in here forever.
What do you think this is like Medusa's lair?
What's Medusa?
I mean, we are in the 1244. I'm pretty sure we all know. Wasn't that like Greek, whatever?
So
There's no grease here.
There's no Greece.
Your grease doesn't live here.
Whew. Tell me everything's gonna be okay.
I
Everything's
do
gonna
know
be
of
Okay.
Gonna be okay.
creatures that can turn people to stone.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
That's worse. That's definitely worse.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys when I was in that cave, I saw some bones and they looked like a bird bones.
Wait.
are you talking about the one you were in where you got your items?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they look like bird feet.
Roll
Can
me
I roll-
roll me a deception check there, Marok, and
Natural 20.
okay.
Wait. Oh, fuck. Even if I
So
did roll it,
yeah,
okay,
Klee,
fine.
I need you to
I
go.
got a natural 1.
He's gonna lay an egg right now.
Yeah,
Live on stream.
you
Start freaking like,
Yeah.
the walls are moving.
So it's technically a 27.
We're gonna die here. We're gonna die here, and the walls are moving right now.
Yeah, Klee, as you think about this, you're like, wait, I think I've even heard stories of bird people turning to stone underground. Like, I remember my brother telling me stories of this.
He was a
Like-
quail, yeah.
I'm like, I just stopped for a second. I'm like, okay, and I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, he passes out. Meanwhile, at the same time,
You asshole.
meanwhile, Briar, at the same time as your bats kind of like flying around the room, you like just sense the slightest bit of movement as it's kind of flying around from like a far corner, and then it goes still.
I'm going to investigate the corner with my little dude.
Okay. Let me check something. So what? First, roll me a perception check for your little dude. I gotta see what his perception is.
13.
Okay, let me see how perceptive bats are. You said it was 13 total?
Yeah.
Yes. So,
I can hear really good.
I can hear really good. Yep. So you know there's something there, and as you go up, like your bat's just flying, and it seems like there's some other sort of statue that seems to be shaped almost like a strange, like reptilian sort of creature. And as it gets closer and closer, as you kind of make your way to it, seeing as how the bats don't really see super well in the dark, like you don't really see until you get closer. But as you go up closer, investigating this thing, suddenly there's just a small, like, flash of light as you lose the connection with your familiar, and your body kind of shakes for a second as if something something magical seemingly affected your connection to your familiar, or something. It's difficult to say. But yeah, familiar is currently gone.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh my. I think it's time for us to leave. Should we? Yes?
Okay.
Everyone good with that?
I'm still passed out.
I guess.
What happened to him?
Well,
I don't know.
I failed as a mother. That's what happened.
I think you have a wonderful son. Whatever do you mean?
He told one of his little fibs and made the bird dude pass out. I don't know. He's all scared and stuff.
Oh dear, I should not have told
You don't
him.
know I was lying.
I know you
She looked
know.
inside. She did look inside.
Not the little cave. No, she did.
Yes, she did, shouldn't she? She
Dug
said
it out.
Double check.
Well, could you possibly carry him?
Yeah, I can.
Can I pee on him?
No.
Ugh.
You gotta pee, go in that hole that you dug earlier.
I want to wake him up. If somebody faints, you're supposed to pee on him.
No, that's not for fainting, darling.
Okay.
Can I wake him up with some of the water in my water skin?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I'll
just
just
splash it on you.
flash it in his face.
God,
I don't want to carry him.
Yeah, Clee, you kind of...
I had the weirdest dream. We were in a cave.
We're
Okay.
still in the cave?
But we're leaving,
Yes.
right?
Okay, that's good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And I'm gonna like rush the hell out.
Okay, very good.
There was still another side.
Yeah, but the other side, we didn't explore the other side.
I like kind of like stop in my tracks. I'm like,
Mhm.
Are we exploring the other side?
I mean, I will.
Mm,
Or you can go outside if you want to.
I mean, I didn't faint. I'm gonna
we will
I did.
heading forward.
faint.
and I like turn around slowly and like kind of like begrudgingly walk back to the group.
Okay. So what are you guys doing? You're going to inspect the last path that you see?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So you guys begin making your way
Downtown.
down this last path, which begins to make a pretty solid descent. It's at a steady pace. And as you look around, you do see the remnants of bits of like mining materials and carts and things like that. You can see places where things were kind of dug out of the walls and stuff. You don't immediately see like any gems or anything in the walls as you look. No, there are veins of materials or anything. But yeah, it just keeps going right now. What are you guys doing?
Is it like opening up at all? Is it a bit?
It seems to be about the same size, so it's about probably about 10-ish, maybe 15 at the very widest. Usually about 10 feet wide by about 10 feet tall.
And you said we didn't see any markings or like anything?
Not so far.
Are there any? Oh, so there isn't any ore that we can see.
Not right now, no.
Okay, and it goes in fairly deep, right?
It appears to. I mean, you don't know.
Oh, what's the plan, guys?
Let's go deeper.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking too. Let's go.
Very good. And as you guys begin following this path further down, I mean, you managed to go like a couple hundred more feet and then a couple hundred more feet. You guys find yourself probably about another 1,000 to 1,500 feet down this path. And you do see like the remnant of this track that has been kind of left, but again, largely decrepit and useless. But it appears to be following this path. And as you guys make your way this far, you see on the walls, you see the occasional just like torch light or something like that used to be there. But at this point, you do reach another dead end where it appears to be, except this point, largely soft earth that has kind of fallen in the way ahead of you guys. Roll me an investigation check, whoever's interested, which is probably all of you, but...
No, I'm interested in getting the hell out of here, so I'm not going to roll that.
Okay.
I'm rolling.
Got a 13.
Okay.
4.
Nice.
Oh my God, woman.
Your rolls are real bad. You need to delete that dice and spawn another one.
I literally whipped my die out. I'm gonna put it in the DM's area. It's gone.
There.
15?
Done.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, as you guys kind of make your way up to this, you feel kind of the earth and things, and nobody really seems to notice anything. But Mara, as you kind of like move a bit of the earth away, you find a small hunk of rock that as you kind of pull it out and turn it over, there's just this small, like greenish blue glow kind of shimmering from this tiny bit of this larger ore.
Ooh.
As you turn it over in your hand.
Could this be Ethereum?
Roll me an Arcana check.
I got 10.
It could be.
Damn it! That's
found-
very specific.
You found a mineral, you said, right?
Yeah, she kind of holds it up, and as you guys look at it, there's this just smallest speck of this greenish blue glow, kind of from inside this larger ore.
Anybody else inspect it?
I'll take a look at it.
Is anybody proficient in Arcana?
Yes.
Okay.
What's these rock thingy?
But I am a magic man.
You are a magic man.
I rolled a 19.
19. Yeah, you're pretty sure that's Ethereum as you look at it. As you kind of go and just like hover over it and kind of get a better sense of it, it does feel like it's got latent energy in it.
I kind of like hold it tightly and say,
Maybe we should stay here a bit longer and check if there's more of this.
But they told us that we couldn't have any of it whenever we came here.
Yeah, and we told them we'd kill all the gnolls inside.
But did we?
As far as they know, yes to both.
Then why are we in here?
Because they don't know what they have. If we just take it off their hands from them, who's to say they're gonna find out?
You're the weirdest paladin I've ever met.
If they find it on you, I don't know who you are. I've never seen you before in my life.
Y'all went to jail
fine.
together. That lie's not gonna hold up in
Look.
court.
That was a fluke. I didn't do anything. I was stood up, but I did meet my Carrick. So.
Oh,
I'm kind of like mesmerized by this stuff.
I'm gonna dig through a little bit more. If someone wants to help me, they more than welcome to.
I just want to remind you we're in a cave.
Yeah.
As my attention is just drawn to this.
All right. Is anybody else assisting him in looking?
I can help with the shovel.
Okay.
I don't have a shovel. I'm using my hands.
All right. Do you have a shovel?
I do.
Okay.
All right.
Then I'll let you guys. I'll let you roll with advantage, Aka, and then Klee, if you just want to go and roll if you guys will both roll investigation.
Oh God, my investigation's the worst.
Oh wait, I'm rolling investigation.
Yes, investigation for this,
Nope, not one.
just to see.
Okay.
So 0.
Empire, you get advantage.
I got 16 plus advantage.
Did you?
Well, advantage is roll twice, take highest.
Oh, okay, guys. I don't fucking know how it works.
It's all
No.
good. No, it's fine.
Oh yeah, 16.
Okay. Okay.
Plus advantage.
Give me plus advantage, dude.
Just
Give me
add
a
that in there,
+2.
DM.
Yeah, give me a
Yeah.
plus advantage.
20
Roll for me.
points.
You guys go back to the area where Mara was looking, kind of begin digging out around near there, and you kind of like look at the ceiling to see if there's maybe anything, and as you dig a little deeper, like a bit more of earth like kind of shifts and kind of falls in front of you, as there's just like the smallest rumble of like earth kind of pouring in front of you. But as you dig a little bit further, you do manage to find another stone, and this one seems to even have maybe a little bit more, just the tiniest specks. I'm talking like tiny, like pebble sized at best, somewhere between a grain of sand and a pebble, but it very much stands out from the rest of the earth around it.
Can I lick it?
I'm fine
Sure.
with licking it.
I don't know if that's the best idea.
I like it. Does anything happen?
Okay.
Yeah, I need you to roll a Constitution save.
A 3.
A 3? Yeah. No. So yeah, no. What does happen is you go to lick it, your tongue like meets it just barely for a second, and you just feel like through your system this kind of like surge of just. It's like when you shoot a fireball or a firebolt, but kind of in reverse, and it kind of overloads your nervous system a little bit. Let me roll damage for you.
Ooh. Ooh.
No,
And
my
you-
body.
You take
Like licking a 9-volt.
yeah, you take 4 points of damage.
Ah! Don't lick it.
What did I tell you about licking things?
I love that this is a talk you've had.
Yeah.
Mom! Get her.
I have told you before. Don't lick things that you don't know where they came from.
I run up to Briar and I grab her leg and start crying on it.
Oh, there, little one.
Don't encourage him.
It hurts.
Very good. What are you guys doing?
I'm just thinking about what the idiot I've raised.
I kind of want to get out of the cave. So
Yeah, let's
walking out.
Okay.
We got
There's another
some.
knoll somewhere. I don't know where that went.
No, he probably left with the other ones, I'm guessing. If not, then he's probably in that one spot we didn't check.
Mm.
Say, I
Which is not our problem.
really,
We have all the years.
I
yeah,
really
we did
don't think we
promise.
should linger here based on what I saw deeper in the mine. It would be a dreadful thing for it to come upon us.
let's get out of here.
And
Okay.
I'll turn around and be the first one to lead.
Yep, I'll be right behind you. We are out of here.
Very
I
good.
walk out holding Briar's hand and I stick my tongue out at my mom.
You going, Briar.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pitch in a tree while we're outside, fly around
Alright.
a little bit, stretch my wings.
Yeah, as soon as I get out, like wings like go stretching and like fluttering a little bit, and then like I stretch out and I'm like,
Oh, well, that wasn't so bad. I did
That
pretty
was
well.
pretty fine.
Yeah, I mean, I've had worse.
Okay, so you guys make your way outside to a now waning sun. It looks like you guys maybe have an hour or two of daylight left at most, as it's beginning to set in the horizon.
Can we make it back to town?
Yeah, I mean the path is pretty straightforward. You guys basically just almost need to head due south, and you know it's pretty hard to miss based on where you came from before. But I am gonna need you guys to roll survival checks to see how easily it is for you to kind of navigate your way back.
oh boy, survival checks.
18.
17.
2.
16. Yay.
I love
11.
how proud your 2 was.
Yeah,
2.
2.
yeah.
I got a
All
1 + 1.
scores.
Amara, Mara does like, all right, let's go, and begins heading off and Briar kind of grab her shoulder and turn her around as the two bird boys fly up in the air for a second. You guys like take a look and you're like, oh yeah, there you go, town's that way. Yeah. So you guys begin making your way back, and it does take you probably just around an hour to make it back.
On the way there, though,
yes.
I'll be like,
so we'll sleep for the night. We'll decide in the morning if we hand over this metal, this material. Let's just think about it first, okay? It could be super useful for us.
Who's keeping it and where?
I'll hold on to it if no one.
I just want to say, and I want to point out, you wouldn't let me headbutt somebody, but you want to steal?
This isn't really.
It's stealing.
We're
They
borrowing
told us.
anything.
I'm just saying to everybody else around, they did tell us that it's not ours.
Are you,
And they just wanted to take care of the Knolls.
Are you sure they said that?
I'm pretty
could have
positive.
sworn they said that it could be ours.
Believe me, I listened to Carrick.
I was gonna say.
Well, us, Aarakocra have okay hearing, but sometimes we get distracted. So, I mean, he might have said that. He might not have. We don't really know. But we should probably sleep on it.
You could sleep on.
I'm like looking at the wall. I'm not even paying attention to the conversation.
I'm not sleeping in the same room as him.
I'd really like to get rid of these Knowles ears in my bag.
They're probably. It's night. There's probably a skeleton crew working right now. We don't want to have to wake up the dude who gave us this mission. What was
I
his-
wake him up.
Carrick?
Carrick.
Okay, that's the one. Don't want to wake him up. He's probably works really hard. Needs his sleep.
Do you mind if I keep them in your room then?
That's a fair trade-off. Sure, I'll hold on to the Illyrium.
Are you actually asking me? I can't.
Ethereum.
I wasn't sure what was going on there.
He said it jokingly before, and so I couldn't actually
I
tell.
tried to remember it.
The adamantium.
Hold
got
on
it.
to the Ethereum and the Knoll ears just overnight.
Okay.
Sound good? Anyone opposed to this? No? Okay.
And as you guys are finishing up this conversation and approaching the gates to town, you do see, much as when you entered before, the people doing the checkpoint at the gates.
Fuck.
Is Lieutenant Colo there?
Roll a perception check. Let's see.
Okay. Come on, baby.
That good, huh?
I got 10.
I mean, and you can't
Can
tell.
I call out for him?
Sure.
Lieutenant Colo!
So as you guys approach the checkpoint,
Question. Can I because we can see the checkpoint from a distance, right?
Yeah.
Can I fly really high and just really high and over and then down?
You can certainly try. Yeah, I mean you can try.
From a
You're gonna get-
distance.
You are going to get shot again.
I look like
You're
a
going to
bird
get
from the
shot
sky.
again.
I'm
Why don't
talking
you
like
give me those-
hundreds of feet up in the sky. Okay.
3 turns of movement up. Got it.
Give me those Knoll ears before you go and try that. You can keep the Ethereum because I don't want anything to do with that.
Okay, here's the Knoll ears.
Thank you.
And I'll fly real fucking high up, like real fucking high. Okay.
I'm not. I'm gonna walk with them.
Okay, it is a clear day. I mean, it is the sun going down, but
I thought you said it was already like nightish.
It said the sun is going down. I didn't say it was dark.
Well, you said we had about an hour, right? Until
Okay, then never mind.
night.
Scratch that. I thought it was nighttime.
Okay, I was excited to get our
apologize.
first player death, but that's okay.
No, if it's not nighttime and I don't have cover by night, it's not worth it.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll hold on to the
even
knolls
be able
and
to see
the
it.
knoll ears and the Ethereum.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to see at night.
No, I wouldn't.
Flies right into the wall.
I still think that I should take the Knoll ears from you just because you have the Ethereum, and if they check,
I mean,
you know what?
If
Are
they-
we afraid if they check?
Oh, no, of course not.
He's
We can
gonna go
just
to
say
jail.
that we found this and we're gonna give it to them, which we might possibly do. I'm just gonna put them underneath the knoll ears. Keep them safe. There are bandits. I hear about bandits.
Do we still have the contract?
We're
with
already in
us?
town. What do you mean bandits?
Shh.
Yeah, Briar or Mara 1 had the contract.
Probably
I
just
think
skip.
I had the contract.
Okay.
think,
Couldn't
yeah.
we just show it and get through the checkpoint without
should be
having
able
to say
to.
anything?
We should be able to, hopefully.
And I'll hide like the Ethereum underneath the pile of knoll ears.
Very good. Yeah, as you guys are kind of
inside one.
okay. Well, I mean, it was part of a larger ore. It's
Oh,
not,
like massive? I
not
don't know
ma-
how like.
yeah, that's why I kept doing this. They're
Okay.
not huge, but they're like rock sized, and it's just kind of like embedded.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just
I'll just-
pile the knoll ears on top because their knoll ears are like what, this biggish?
I mean, yeah, you've got a bunch of them. I mean, they're probably at like
it's
a
huge.
lot of stat. Yeah, kind of.
Without him knowing, I'll just cast a minor illusion to make it look like Null's ears.
Ooh.
The
Continues to look-
let me read that.
Or-
Let me double check to make sure you can do that, even if you can't. A minor. I think you can, but let me check. I
Okay.
gotta see what the limitations of minor illusion are. You create a sound or image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. Okay. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it. If you create a sound, its volume can range from okay. If you create an image of an object, such as a chair, muddy footprints, or a small chest, it must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. The image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. Physical interaction with this object reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it.
Oh, okay.
If a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. If the creature discerns what the illusion, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yep, cool.
Well,
All right, so you're sticking these in the bottom of your bag, and Briar cast minor illusion to make it look like more knoll ears.
mhm.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, you guys begin approaching the checkpoint, and you there's a small line of people. It's not huge at this point, and you kind of see the guards kind of like, ugh, as they see more people approaching. They're like, "All right, but those are the last ones, and then I'm going to the bar." As they kind of you approach them. Oh, and so Mara, you've called out for Colo.
Colo.
No,
Let me see. Let me see.
Hello,
Let me see,
Marco.
let me see how his
Golo.
Marco. Corlo.
Colo.
Yeah.
Colo.
It takes a second. He says, you see him kind of, you see a head kind of like look over and see you guys coming, and he kind of walks down, takes his time, but walks down from the gate up to the checkpoint.
I'm like, fuck.
He comes up to you guys, says, "All right, what, you're successful."
Yeah.
Knoll ears. We got lots of them.
Oh, very good. Well, he kind of like seizes you, kind of like, are you presenting the bag to him, or what are you doing?
I'm just like opening it and showing it.
All right. Well, very good. I hate to be this way, but we do have a process to follow. If you could continue through the line with everyone else, and we just are trying to get things wrapped up here. So if you guys, again, nothing against you, but it is part of our process. And if we are lax, we don't want a mistake to be made because of our mistakes.
We also
It's-
found some Ethereum.
Well, that is good.
Yeah. It's in the bottom of the bag.
Well, that's less good.
Well, I mean, knoll ears and stuff. I get it is gross, but it's in there. We thought we'd bring it to you instead of leaving it out there.
Roll me a deception check.
That's half truth.
It is how.
It's not.
Is
I
it?
was on
half
the
lie.
fence. It's half lie.
Liar.
I was just gonna fly into the city in the dead of night.
And I'm
Um,
sad about it.
15.
Oh, he only got a 2.
Okay.
He's like, well, all right, I appreciate the thoughtfulness. You can just if you'll hand it over, I'll see.
Yeah,
that
of
it gets-
course. And if you want to give us a little extra because Ethereum's so rare and everything, we would not be opposed to it.
I'll put in a good word for you for your honesty.
Perfect.
I'll stop casting.
Yeah, just like, drop it. It's nothing but knoll ears.
Yes, he kind of like like digs through and kind of grabs the 2 stones out. He says, "All right, I'll put in a good word. Thank you."
Also, do not lick it.
Trust me, don't fucking lick it.
I know only an idiot child would do that.
Oh, absolutely. Or even a king.
Told him.
So he takes us and says, "Thank you again for your service. I'm sure we'll be speaking again soon. If you'll be hanging around town for a while." And he kind of takes us and heads back off.
Before he turns away,
Mhm.
when he says that to me, I tap him on the shoulder with mage hand behind him.
Like as he turns around, you're like doing like the.
No, so like to see if he'll turn around.
I mean, he does.
Idiot.
And then I run off.
You run off into the line we're standing.
Yeah.
Kids will be kids, right?
I failed
Indeed.
as a mother.
He kind of grunts and then just kind of shuffles back off towards his post there. Now you guys in line, they go and inspect your stuff as they go, ugh, like each one of them as they see the knoll ears, like, okay, yeah. kind of hurry you on through.
Fuck, probably could have hidden it.
Who knows?
No, it's some big
So,
risk.
At this point, you guys make it back through. You enter Keldon as things are winding down. The town's a little less boisterous than it was this morning. But otherwise, the cobblestone path ahead of you still has a few people coming and going. Some of them already halfway drunk, it looks like, a little early into the night. But what are you guys doing?
I want a drink.
Okay.
I want to drink really hard.
Where are you guys going to do that?
Can we go back to the tavern,
That
please?
same tavern.
Okay, you can do that. Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Were you guys also offered lodging? I'm pretty sure you
Yes.
were at the
Yes, we
Sorry,
were.
yeah.
Jail.
in the
Yeah,
barracks.
because we talked about it. We're like, hey.
Yeah, in the barracks for the Gryden forces, I believe you were offered accommodations. All right, just checking to make sure I'm not crazy. Okay, yeah, I mean, you guys can make your way back to the tavern if that is what you so
I
desire.
will do such things.
Okay. Yep. Without too much issue, you guys make your way to the tavern. It's busy tonight.
Is Carrick there?
Roll a perception check.
Oh,
Gonna
damn
yell
it.
again?
Yeah.
Oh, he might be there. I got a 18.
Yeah. So you guys enter the
She's so excited.
as you guys enter the tavern. It does appear to be largely the same makeup as it was before, of just a mix of humans, elves, dwarves, half-orcs. A couple full-blooded orcs also sitting at the back, just kind of looking menacing, but seemingly behaving themselves. Yeah, you guys all enter. You look around, and then just out of the corner of your eye, Mara, you see a large half-orc man kind of hunched over the bar. Already has a large mug in his hand as he's having a good time laughing with the barkeep. It does appear to be.
That was him anyways.
It does appear to be Captain Kirk.
Is there anyone performing?
At the moment, there's somebody up there kind of playing like a kind of saddish tune on like a lyre, like. But other than that, just the one person. Doesn't look like there's anybody else.
Can I
Kick him off
go
stage.
up to him and whisper, "May I sing a song? Just one."
Yeah, I of course. If I'm nobody else was up here, but I'm happy to. I've been up here for a while. The crowd gets a little rowdy if they're not entertained. But I'd be happy to take a break. Can I get you a drink or anything?
Sure, that would be lovely. Thank you.
And this man, he's kind of got like a kind of purplish blue cloak. He's very kind of flamboyantly dressed. But also he's a little bit on the short side. He's probably like 5'6", human male. As he kind of steps in, he's like, do you have any preference on what you would like to drink?
Oh, just ale would be fine.
Of course. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
It's Briarwood.
Ah, nice to meet you, Briarwood. I'll return with a
And
drink.
yours was?
Oh, of course. They call me John, where I'm
John.
from.
Oh, what a charming name.
Yep.
It's no Carrick.
John sings song. Because I sing many songs tonight, I'm giving my voice a bit of a rest, but I'd be happy to perform with you sometime if you're going to be around.
Oh, perhaps we may.
He gives you a nod. I'll return with your drink shortly. Be right back, and he kind of heads off down to the bar.
I'll get up on stage and I'll wink at Marek.
Okay.
Before she starts, can I use my item because I feel like I want to use it because now I have it?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'm going to write Briarwood over her head.
Okay.
in fiery script.
Yeah.
In calligraphy, fiery script.
Nice.
You guys see as this like Akka kind of pulls out his quill from his pack and it like goes up and begins writing out Briarwood in this fiery script above your head, and it's just kind of like sparks, almost like if it were written with sparklers, but it stays in the air. Is this kind of like fiery, sparkly script is above your head.
Since when could you do that?
Since I got this magic quill.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Made from one of my own feathers, actually.
Okay. And I'll start to sing.
We'll
as this
discuss that
happens.
later.
Don't test your luck.
Majestic and glorious, revered for his killing, executioner the third of his naming. Marek is the one of who I do sing. This is the tale of the greatest king.
roll me a performance
Oh
check.
my god, that was so good!
So good.
Roll me a performance check
Song.
with advantage,
Yeah.
with double advantage
Oh,
because
that's
you did so
beautiful.
good, and because you've
Be
got
sure to
fiery
add that
script over
on,
your head.
dude.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So just I got the same dice twice. 17.
Triple, you get triple advantage.
Triple advantage. Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm giving double advantage for this. I'm giving you
It's still 17.
17. No, it's still good. People are very impressed with this song that comes out. That's a very good original. Did you write that yourself? And they all kind of you hear them mumbling themselves.
Why,
asking
yes,
questions.
I wrote it today, and it's inspired by my friend there.
Today, that's very impressive. She wrote that today. They kind of all whisper,
It's about me.
and you see as many of them begin like throwing.
I'm the king.
He licked a rock.
Did I make money?
Such a supportive mother.
Yeah, they you actually get a lot of coin thrown up on stage. For that performance.
My followers.
Yeah, it ends up totaling up to about 15 gold pieces, and you see.
Wow.
Yeah, they were very pleased. About 15 gold pieces and 8 silver, and just miscellaneous bits of copper, probably add up to about 50 or so copper pennies. Get thrown up on stage. Yeah.
Okay, and I'll get off stage.
And John at this point
over to John.
Yeah, John brings you a drink. He says, "That's a very impressive original performance. I'd be happy to write songs with you at some point if you're. I loved it. I loved it."
Poor guy.
He's trying so
Poor
hard.
guy.
I run up and give her a big hug.
And I'll put a gold piece into his hand.
Into Marek's hand.
To Marek's hand.
Okay. Yeah, you.
Thank you for your inspiration.
Plus 1 gold piece to Marek.
Yeah.
Oh, for me? Oh, you're giving it to me? I thought you were giving it to the other guy.
No, just give it to
You
him.
silly.
Oh, thank you.
Now don't spend it all in one place.
Okay.
I took it in my little pockets that I have now.
Okay, very good. Yeah. With
Okay, let's
that,
go to this correct thing.
Mara, Akka, and Klee, what are you guys doing at this during all
I'm
this?
going to talk to Carrick.
Okay. Very good. Akka and Klee, what are you guys doing?
I guess I'm just sitting at the bar next
I'm
to
sitting
Akka.
with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mara, as you go take a seat to the left of Kirk, he kind of like leans over to you and says, he can see him like kind of straighten like his vestments as he sits up. He says, I wasn't expecting you here. How are you doing?
I'm great now.
Almost died today, but I'm good now.
He says, yeah, you are you feeling okay? You look like you saw battle.
Oh yeah, we did a little bit. It's fine.
I
Oh,
expected as much. You look very strong.
Oh yes, I'm very strong.
But only,
Oh my
but it pales in comparison to your booty.
Oh,
Ooh.
stop it.
So you were successful in your missive in your quest.
I think so. My son licked a rock.
Why
Yeah, tell him.
why would he do that?
I don't know. He's dumb sometimes.
Oh well. He must have gotten that from his father. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, he kind of like leans away a bit. He says, "So, how is his father doing?"
Oh, I don't know. He went out to get milk one day.
From the yak.
Just never came back.
No.
He's still in the lineup.
Went out for tobacco leaf 4 moons ago.
I'm sorry. It was the greatest opportunity to just say that.
So, are you saying that? What are you saying?
I think
Okay,
she's saying
no,
that.
no, I'm not saying that. he left whenever Morak was really young, so I don't really know where he is. He might be dead. I don't.
I am sorry to hear that. It is I too was raised without a father. I know how tough it can be on a boy. If you ever need help,
A father?
Are you my new dad?
Oh god.
well, I don't want to impose, but if you ever if you ever need excuse me, can we get a few more drinks? He kind of orders more drinks as he stumbles through his words. Aka and Klee, what are you guys doing? Are you just having drinks at the bar? What are you doing?
I'm just like staring forward, just kind of like kicking myself a little bit, just sipping on my drink. Like, I'm sorry, Aka. I know we needed that Ethereum to continue forward. Kind of fucked that one up, didn't I?
It's okay, Klee. We'll find other ways to complete our journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
With that, you guys kind of settle into a bit of a mellow mood. As at this point, Kirk is kind of like he's trying his best to like maintain his confidence in his. I mean, he's big, especially for a half orc. I mean, this is a large guy, but he seems to not deal with women a lot. Seems to be the kind of guy that puts his job first, and he kind of leans in. He says, I'll be around this evening if you need anything. If you want to drop the contract off, we can get that all squared away. And if you're interested in more work, you guys, I can certainly provide it. Once I get word of this to our people, I'm sure they'll be able to further excavate the mines, and we may need some further assistance there. But just it's up to you. I'm not trying to rush you into anything this evening, but if you're feeling like you want to drop by, I'll be awake for a while.
Are you gonna be at the jail?
I'll be so he's talking about the barracks where you guys went after jail, which is actually where you guys were offered lodging. I don't know if you guys are going to choose to stay there or not, but they did offer it to you. So that's up to you guys.
I mean, it's free.
Free room is free room,
I'll
dude.
stay there.
Yeah. I think we all knew your answer.
It's like pints in the middle of a desert. No drink in sight.
How much for the
Eric.
the ale? How much did that cost?
For you guys,
Yes,
where are you sitting right now
at the bar.
in relation to Mara? Where are you sitting?
guess
I
we
mean,
would've been pretty
relatively
close.
close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kuruk sees you guys. Says, "Oh, don't worry. I'll pick up your. Don't worry about it. I've got it. I'll cover
I
it."
lean over to Mar and I say, I like him.
Me too.
Well, thank you. It's very kind of you.
Of course. I really. He kind of like awkwardly, as he stands up, he almost knocks over his stool. I'll hopefully be seeing you all a bit later. I've got to get back to my post to wrap up some things for the night.
And if you're near the mines, be careful. There's some weird monster thing or some other. I don't know.
I'm sorry. What?
I don't know much about it. I passed out. You might want to talk to Briarwood about it. She saw it, I think.
Right. If you,
I run up to my mother.
Okay.
And say,
Hey, Mom, that guy that we are gonna sacrifice to our god, he ran away.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
The darndest things.
You told me we had to capture him and sacrifice him to the god, or else I'll get eaten.
I'm gonna have
I
to take your
think you
deception
would.
away from you.
I think you licked way too many rocks.
It
Yeah.
was Ethereum. It hurt.
Oh, you found Ethereum, did you? That's good
Mhm.
news. That's good
Why
news
don't you
indeed.
tell him about it?
He says if
Wait,
you would.
no.
He said if you would though, if you could all keep your voices down. We don't want. He like kind of like waves around the rest of the tavern.
Oh, Ethereum. I said Illyrium.
That
He's delirious.
right, and he kind of wink. He gives you like a wink. And he gives you a small. He reaches down with his large hand to pat you on the head, Marok.
swat his hand.
It's good to have Spirit as a child. He kind of like awkwardly laughs and says, I'll be seeing you around later." And he just exits rather swiftly at this point.
I don't like him.
I don't like you.
Okay.
I wish I was never born.
What'd you say?
I wish I was never born.
All right. So what are you guys doing now that
Aw.
you've gotten some drinks in you? What are you guys doing?
Thinking of turn it early. If anyone wants to come with, I'm probably gonna head to the barracks about now.
I'm gonna
I'll
go
go
turn in that thingy.
Don't let me ruin your fun though. Like, stay, drink, celebrate. I'm just feeling a little uneasy, I guess, about today.
I abstain from liquor.
Okay.
I'm gonna go turn in that little thing to the mission thingy to Carrick.
Okay. Who all is going where? So you two are turning in early. The two burbs. So
I'm
what do you do?
I'm hanging out with my new friend.
Which one? Briar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna head back to whatever. Well, I guess we'd see what we are given when we go there.
Okay.
Early bird gets the worm, dude. We're going to bed.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
At this point, Briar, John is kind of giving you as you've stepped down from stage. He's like, well, I'll continue playing, but hopefully I'll see you around. As he kind of steps up on the stage and says, I'll be here for at least another few weeks. So hopefully I see your beautiful face one more time. And he steps up on the stage and begins playing another tune, leaving you there. So what are you doing, Briar? And where are you going?
I'm just sitting at the bar with the Marok.
Okay. So Marok, are you just are you grabbing drinks? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Okay. So the two burbs have headed back towards the barracks. The three of you have continued to stay and drink for a little while longer. At this point, I mean, it's there's kind of like a mellow mood as this John sing-song begins playing more tunes. And what he plays, he begins to play something that's a little more, not necessarily singing with like words, but he does kind of like have a sad sort of almost chanting, like a flowing chanting sound that comes out.
Oh yes, DM, let us hear the song.
Do what?
So let us hear the song that he's singing.
Have you heard
No.
have you heard Misty Mountain by
That's
Ed Sheeran?
honestly what I
Oh
thought.
yeah, Row. Oh wait,
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Misty Mountain.
Misty Mountain.
I never heard it.
Hold on, I could. Oh, wait, have you really not?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, in any case, think like Hobbit, like the Hobbit music though, where the
I never watched The Hobbit.
What is wrong with you?
I was told it wasn't that good and it was too long for one book.
You guys haven't even seen Harry Potter.
Okay,
You've
well,
seen The Hobbit.
seen Lord of the Rings.
Whoa.
Here we go. How about here's a reference for you. You've played Halo. You know the yeah, like the that thing. It's kind of like that.
Gregorian chant.
Gregorian chant. Thank you. That is the.
That's
I
the
could not.
term.
I knew it was a chant, but thank you exactly.
Yes.
Nailed it.
welcome.
We made it. We with all our brains, we made it. So, the bar has begun to mellow a bit as he begins producing a in-universe version of a Gregorian chant. As the rest of you are sitting at the bar.
Seems legit.
The flood are coming.
So the two bird boys, you guys make your way. It's about a 30-minute walk or so back to the barracks. At this point, like the sun is very much gone, and the moon is kind of lighting up the skies. There are the occasional torch lights and lanterns kind of lighting the street a bit. What are you guys doing as you walk?
So, crazy day today, right?
Do not like caves.
Oh, God, no. People are crazy. They go into the side of mountains and stuff, and they just spend an entire day in there getting stuff. I can never. That's a little silly.
Humans, man. What can I say?
Ugh.
What was that?
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Was your burb up there?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were miming writing something in the air again. I was like, okay.
No, I don't got no clever plays, dude.
Okay.
So it looks like our excursion's gonna be a little longer then. To be honest, I don't even know how much Ethereum I really need. Didn't really specify.
There was no numbers, yeah.
No, I mean, with this sort of stuff, it never is. It's kind of play it by ear sort of thing, and then see what works, kind of. But
We'll
it's
find more.
It's
I mean, there were
much-
caves
yeah.
all around.
Yeah. I'm hoping we can buy it next time instead of
That would
having
be
to go into a cave again, because that is too much.
Agreed.
Man, the stuff we do for our gods and goddesses, right?
Nah.
This is like awkward small talk.
As we walk back, we're both clearly shaken by what has gone on.
Yeah.
I'm glad you told me it was awkward. I wouldn't have known otherwise.
No,
Yeah, of
obviously
course.
not. God. So clueless, Mason.
Yeah, so you guys make your way back to the barracks. At this point, they kind of like stop you at the gate, and they're oh, these are the. They kind of concern. Oh yeah, he told us there'd be bird people probably. It's like
Yep,
all right,
that's us, the bird people.
yep. If you allow us to take you to your accommodations, and they kind of lead you guys back into some more private lodging areas. In the meantime, you guys at the bar, what are you guys doing?
Bark, 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 bark.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, just drinking. Okay.
I can see what they're doing.
Wait, what are they doing? Should I see what they're doing?
Nope.
No.
Is there something on the table happening?
No.
No.
I think I'm gonna. Can I cast a minor illusion that looks like a sad cloud and raining over John because he's playing such sad music?
Oh God.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
As long as you got the slots for it, you can do whatever you want with your spells.
At will.
Oh, is it? Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, minor illusion. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
you were.
Yeah, you kind of like
Not
just
my
like it
fun.
just like out of like this just kind of cloud appears over him. Like everybody knows it's not real, but it adds to like the kind of emotion of the moment as there's just like this little bit of fake rain kind of falling. Yeah.
Cool.
A few drunk people are like, ooh.
Fancy.
Okay.
Very good. And with that, what do you, Marok, are you guys just still sitting at the bar? What are you doing?
Oh, I told you I went back to the.
You didn't tell me that.
Yes, I did. I said I was going back to give.
But you said
Karen
Marok, you said are you just hanging with her?
I was hanging with Briar.
So Mara, you're leaving Marok behind?
yes, because she
Yeah.
pissed me off.
He said he wishes he was never born.
So she dipped.
Okay.
He's-
Oh, okay. I thought she
he's
stayed
safe with
back.
Okay, see,
Briar.
BB also thought you stayed, so.
I heard her say it. She said, "I'm gonna go hand in these ears."
Yeah, but I didn't know.
No, I was going to hand it because you said we had a.
I thought we
turn-
handed it in.
No,
already.
no.
Contract thing.
The contract, yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
you leave a few minutes after the bird boys do. After Akka and Klee make their way out, you head out a few minutes after. Briar and Marok, you guys kind of see her huff out a bit after you guys get into your small spat.
I I was actually wondering why you weren't saying that I was with them when they were walking back.
Hey, feel free to interrupt me next time. Absolutely.
Well, I just thought that you just wanted to make it a different part of the story.
No, I just it didn't have. But yeah, no. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna let you listen to it.
I remember. 'cause
I
she did
believe
this
you.
with her hands.
Yes.
I believe you.
No.
I never doubted you. All right.
Obviously.
Okay. But now you do walk faster than they do, so you do kind of manage to catch up to them as they get to
we're
the gate
slow.
area. They
Wait, what's her walk?
well, I'm sorry.
well.
Your walk speed is faster, but
Mine
Klee is
isn't.
still very
right.
slow.
Fly, boy, fly.
I was too tired for that.
Does the boots give you natural bonus walk speed, or you have to click them for it?
You have to click them. Yeah, it's
Click.
basically just a small boost when you really need it. So yeah, at this point, Mara, you kind of see the guards usher them in. What are you doing then? Are you just following them back to your accommodations, or are you heading straight over to see Kurik?
Well, yeah, I was gonna go to drop the thing off to Carrick and then see what else he had for us.
Okay.
Because you said that he had more things.
Yes.
Later on, I can relay it to the others.
All right.
Unless the bird people want to come with me.
I mean, at this point, yeah, you guys.
Foursome? What are we talking about?
Wait. Wait, what?
What?
Let me show you how we do it in the roost.
We're-
I didn't know if y'all wanted to come hear what he had to say, and then y'all can leave.
Are you saying birds
you
of
walked
a
up
feather
on us.
flock together?
She wants to turn in her mission to the quest giver.
Okay, yeah. Then I will follow
Yeah,
and
follow.
and also turn in.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because you actually have the ears, so
Mhm.
okay,
Surprise, here's my empty bag.
very good. Yeah, as they start to take you off, you're like, well, we actually need to see Kurik, and so they're like, oh yeah, of course. And they take you back towards his office and his quarters. You guys kind of see him as he's kind of actually straightening some things. You see like him like pushing some like just like dusting a few things, like pushing books in order and things like that. As you guys walk in, he just appears to have been trying to straighten things. It was never super messy before, but now it looks much like just very much in order as you guys enter the room.
Good
Don't clean up for
evening.
me.
He says, "Oh, all right, it's good to see you. I just I had some things to do, so I came back a little early. But
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
how can I assist you tonight? Are you did you have your were you going to turn
we're
in
here
your
on a delivery of ears, and I just
And
plop this.
missions.
Okay, and he takes it from you. He says, "All right," and he kind of like looks it over, and he kind of dumps the ears out on the table and counts them out. All right, 28, and so you guys get your what the initial reward was plus 50
50
gold
per, right?
per
Yeah.
pair. Yeah. Let me see.
I can't remember what the initial
I
was.
believe it was 1,000. Let me
I
double
wonder how
check.
excited I got after that one gold piece. Brett gave me. I think about it.
Yeah.
Now we're getting fucking 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
Yeah, it was 1,000. Yeah, I pulled up the contract. It was 1,000 gold for completing the task, and then 50 gold per extra set.
Yes.
So yeah.
So what you're saying is we just have to give you 1 gold and you'll be content, and then you'll be fine.
Shut up.
We'll buff it out, make it real shiny.
Real shiny.
You're not there, Cody.
My people eat quail.
Quail are
believe
little
it.
bitch birds. We don't care about them.
Yeah, right? Little ground birds.
All right. So with that, he says, the rest of your part, should I just hand it all to you, and Mara, and you'll disperse it amongst your party, or?
Probably. I don't trust them.
Oh, come on. Wait, are you talking to Miraka?
I think you know who I'm talking to.
I just want to clarify. Do you mean me or him over there?
Of course it's you.
Okay. Well, come on. That's a bit much.
You know
I'd
why.
be
You
more
know
than happy
why.
to spread the wealth out evenly.
So he goes and as you guys have this discussion, he's out counting out your reward, and comes back and hands you a small sack filled with 1,200 1,200 gold pieces.
Nice. So let's split that evenly, boys and girls.
But we're not all together.
Well, I mean, I'm here.
Yeah, just
I'll
pay
take
us.
mine.
That's fine, yeah.
You can be in charge of giving everyone else's reward, but we're here now, so yeah.
We're just holding our palms out.
So,
Okay.
So Mara, you've now got a sack of gold and 2 needy bird people who
We see
like.
shiny things.
I
We
guess-
like shiny
Okay,
things.
well, I'll give them their portions and then I'll hold on till I see more.
Okay.
Nice.
Are you just
Yeah.
are you going to divide it evenly, Mara?
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's
Okay.
say, man, you're the one
You
passing
never
it
know.
out.
Well, I mean, that's why I didn't want to give it to you because you tried to
But
steal it.
my guy has been very nice up until now. Okay. He has a dark sense of humor, but he's been
Okay.
very nice.
You have been very nice, but I was upset because you were trying to deceive Karen.
I
And
didn't.
that's why I'm mad at you.
Ethereum and gold are very different things.
Are you guys just having this conversation
No,
in his
God,
room in
no.
front of him?
God, no. It's all out of
Fuck
character.
no.
Is it? Because it kind of sounds like half of it's in
No
character.
way. This was out of character, right?
Okay, I just split it. I give them their portions. I keep
Okay.
Cody's and BB's, and I'll just give it to
Okay.
them whenever.
Yep. So you guys each can add 240 gold pieces into your inventory.
Awesome.
Yeah. With that,
Or
so
how many? 250 you said?
240.
240.
240.
How do I do that?
Yeah,
So-
click
So
on
you
the
click your
guild.
character, then you click equipment, little equipment tab, and then it should say currency, and then you click that, and then it'll show a bunch of different currencies that you can add and subtract from.
Briar, me and you still at the table drinking. Briar.
I think you might be.
Oh, your
muted.
mics might be
Oh.
muted.
I am. Sorry. Yes.
Okay. I look over. So while me and Briar are talking, like
Yes.
I have something to tell you.
Well, what is it?
It's a secret. You can't tell anybody.
Oh, I'm very good at keeping secrets.
Okay.
are we
It's
like
not like I'm a storyteller or anything.
Are you gonna tell my secret?
No.
Are you?
Promise.
Depends on the secret.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay.
are we in a spot that I could we could talk and nobody can hear us?
I mean, there's a small din of sound kind of like behind you guys. If you lean in close, probably nobody could hear you.
Okay. It's really important, and I can't. Nobody knows, but I'm not really a Goliath.
You're not.
No.
Why, I had no idea. With a child of your stature?
No, Goliaths are big, and I'm really little.
Well, that's okay. Maybe you just haven't hit your growth spurt yet.
No, I already know I'm not Goliath. They told me. I'm
Oh.
actually a goblin. That's why I hide, because people don't like my people.
Oh. Do I know what a goblin is?
Oh yeah, you know what a goblin is.
Okay.
You know that generally 999 million times out of a billion they're evil.
Interesting.
You've maybe heard stories like there, especially being a bard. There've maybe been tales of like a heroic goblin, but like they are extremely rare.
A goblin, you say?
Yeah.
Well, how did you come to be with Mara?
I don't know. I think I might be adopted.
I like how that's what broke Cody.
He couldn't say it. He couldn't say it.
I think I might be. I think I might
Well,
be adopted.
apparently they found me when I was really little. And she is my mom because I've known her since I was a little baby. But once I got older, I found out that a Goliath can't have a baby goblin. Doesn't make sense.
Well, that's okay. You know, I'm adopted too.
Really?
Yes.
But you don't look like a goblin.
Well, no, I'm not a goblin, but another family adopted me when I was a child.
Whoa, so they don't look like you?
I was just a little different.
Oh, I'm a lot of different. That's
You
why
are a lot of different.
That's why I have to wear my mask, or else people are gonna try to hit me with pitchforks or something.
Well, that's just a terrible thing. I've only known you to be so kind and thoughtful and not mischievous at all. I don't know why they would do that.
I don't know either, but that's what my mom told me, is that people don't like goblins.
Well, perhaps you should just prove them wrong. You keep being a good little one, and we'll pretend that you're still the child, and you'll just prove them wrong. So then one day when you come clean and show everyone that you are a goblin, that you're a good goblin.
Do you think so? Do you think they would accept me?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
And then,
I'll sing your tales of glorious deeds, so everyone knows the King Goblin, who was kind and well-mannered.
Oh, you do that for me?
Yes, I would.
Oh, thank you.
As long as you perform those deeds.
I try my best all the time.
Okay.
I don't do that many bad stuff.
Well, I'll keep your secret for now.
When we go back, if nobody's looking, I could take off my mask for a minute.
Perhaps in private.
Yeah, I don't want anybody else to see.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
let's go.
Okay.
Let's find our party.
All right. Very good. So you guys begin making your way down the street towards the barracks. Meanwhile, you guys, having not totally had that discussion out loud in character,
We're whispering. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's a busy bar. There's singing going on.
No. You guys.
talking about y'all out of character.
Us.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
we
no,
didn't-
yeah, no. There would be no way that in hell.
In front of Carrick.
Yeah.
Oof.
So you guys, as Mara's kind of staring daggers at you guys and handing you money, what are you guys doing at this point in his office? Are you just leaving? What's everybody
Well,
doing?
It was a pleasure doing business with you, and if you have any Ethereum for sale.
Well, I don't have the authority to sell it myself. However, if you come back in the morning, I think we can begin putting you on more tasks, and I think I'll put in a good word for you, and I'll see what I can do. But I can't make any promises. But if you can gain, well, you need to gain a bit of trust.
I can't stress this enough how important it might be to find this kind of on a very important quest at the moment.
I see. And
Yeah,
and I believe
gods
you.
and everything.
I believe you, but you do know that there are a million other people coming through Keldon also looking for Ethereum on very important quests.
Of course, but how many of them are Aarakocra?
Well, you would be the first, but
So it just shows how important this mission is, right? Or else you would see a ton of different Aarakocra coming through here asking, oh, I need Ethereum, oh. But we're the only ones, so it would mean a lot to us if you could get a word in as soon as possible.
Should I roll
a
a-
persuasion check? Real quick.
Okay, 15.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. I'll get a letter written up tonight, and I'll see what I can do. Okay.
Perfect. It's a huge relief.
Very good. You do have accommodations here should you need them. But if you would be needing anything else, certainly let me know. And I can after this task turned in, let me see if there are any other higher profile things that I can put you all on, seeing as you're very competent, and I think it'll go a long way towards getting you where you wish to go faster.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that'd be great. if anything could speed this whole process along, we are more than okay with it. Right, Aka, Mora?
I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the walls where he had tidied stuff up. I'm like reading the books, the titles and stuff.
I was just
nod.
Carrick.
Yeah, you're just like entranced. Just like
Yeah.
It's gonna do something for you.
Well, I'll be. Are they shared quarters? Private? That we are given here.
For you guys. So there are 2 rooms we've acquired, so you will have to share space. Some of you at least.
Okay. Yeah.
But there are most of the beds are bunking, so you should be able. Most of you should have a bed. But I'll have something arranged for the 5th member. There are still 5 of you. I'm sorry. I only see 3 here. I don't.
They're at the bar.
Of course. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Well then, yes, I'll have something arranged so that you are all taken care of.
Perfect. Then have a good night. Don't work too hard. And don't stay up too late. And I'll give Mora a kind of like a sly glare, kind of like
Okay.
And I'll like.
What are you trying to convey with said glare?
like, oh, don't keep him up too late kind of thing.
One of those snide to the sides.
Yeah, like
Okay.
make sure you get some sleep.
Are you saying that?
No, I said what I said, and then I did the
Okay.
and then like that.
Gotcha.
But that's the intent of it. Is like
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna turn on my heel and.
What kind of woman do you think I am?
one that's gonna get lucky.
So the 2 Aarakocra begin making their way out. Mara, what are you doing?
Don't I still have to give him the thing?
No,
Or
you
did I
guys,
already give
yeah,
it
you
to-
guys took care of it,
Okay.
and he gave you your money.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
Um,
I'm just where's my room at? Because I'm not staying with them.
Bird people are weird. We get it. Okay.
I was just gonna say
Whatever.
all the dudes could stay together.
Well,
And
who's saying you might have access to a private quarters?
Look.
No. You just have to.
I
you
know
just-
how to get freaky on dude. We just met, okay?
This is turning into smut.
You can't fall in love with a man. You just met.
The life of an adventurer is very short. You might as well live it up while you can.
so you're asking where your quarters are? Yeah. Well, there's another room adjacent to theirs. If that's is that what you're asking? I can't tell.
I just can't do this.
I just.
I like that you acted it out too. The whole.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Maybe-
imply anything.
Baby.
What did you say?
Wait, what?
Did you call him baby?
I said maybe.
Oh.
And I said, baby.
Is that what you're trying to ask? I don't know. Baby.
Baby.
And that's what I heard
It's like,
too.
see how
I had to pause and think. I was like,
Oh, man.
Okay. Yep.
So much
Why is
tension.
this so awkward?
What? Like hitting on someone in a game on a stream is awkward?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I'll see if we can get separate accommodations. If that's what if you're worried about the others, I'll maybe we can have something arranged for a third room. He says, was there anything else? I just noticed you all seemed very intently staring at each other while I was counting. Did anything else happen I should know about? Anything strange?
Whack what?
I don't know. I wasn't there. That's why I'm asking.
Oh,
Have
no.
we caught up yet?
At this point, you guys would have probably reached.
Please catch up.
Yeah, at this point, you guys would have reached the gate.
I
and-
don't want to have to lie to him. Oh goodness.
Oh goodness.
We got 3 natural 20s in a row.
That's good.
Oh.
Too bad that was.
Chad's for nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been giving them their money. I see them coming. I'm like, oh, here's your money.
Oh, okay.
Carrot
Oh.
just gave it to us.
It's good to see that you're all doing well. Does it look like he kind of looks at Briar, says, "Looks like some of you may have had a rough time. Are you all right, miss?"
Me?
Yeah, you got knocked the fuck out.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
It's true.
Yep.
Oh, just another day of adventuring.
Ah, I see. Yes, of course. That is an adventurer's life. I gave the money to Mara if you're looking for payment.
Oh, thank you. There is one thing that I wanted to mention.
Yes.
I do think I saw, or sensed rather, a quite peculiar creature deep in the mines. There was surrounded by statues, and I just saw a flash, and then nothing. I don't
see.
think it's quite safe in there yet, but it's certainly not a knoll.
What were these statues like?
Well, they all looked terrified and just petrified in place. Yes, petrified, that would be the word.
Kirk's pretty smart cookie. He rolled good. Well, without seeing it myself, I can't say for sure, but it is entirely possible that there may have been a basilisk nest nearby. It's a little difficult to say.
Basilisk. Goodness.
And if that is the case, we will need to proceed with extreme caution. I'll be sending another group to investigate tomorrow, and we'll begin excavation. But we'll keep that in mind. Thank you. In the meantime, I've already told Mara and your I didn't catch the names, but the bird people. I did tell them we will hopefully have more tasks for you available tomorrow, if that is your wish to continue working with us. That is.
I think that would be delightful. Now, I did hear that we'd have accommodations here.
Yes, I've procured a couple rooms for you. He kind of waves so that the men outside should be able to take you to your accommodations.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Marok, what are you doing right now, by the way? Are you just
Tagging along.
Okay, cool. Well, if there won't be anything else, I'll see you all in the morning.
Mara, is there anything you'd like to say to the captain?
Down.
I guess. Good night, Carrick.
Good night, Mara. It was a pleasure as always. He just kind of like, I'll see you tomorrow. And he goes back to tidying some things around, like looking back occasionally to see if you guys have left yet.
Okay. I'll walk out to the...
Carrick.
I was waiting for like a, did you order a large pizza?
No. I ordered all this Ethereum, but I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it.
Oh no.
Can I just like we're going to walk out, and then I just run back in and give him a kiss on his cheek, and then I just...
Yeah, as he kind of hears your footsteps coming as he has a slight turn, you kind of like give him a kiss on his cheek. And you kind of, are you just leaving immediately?
Yeah.
You slip and headbutt him.
Boom!
I
There's your
didn't
Knocked
headbutt.
out.
That's somebody.
You just walk in. I like bitch.
In my culture, we just did it.
In my
Alright.
culture. You think
I ain't trying to be no floozy, okay?
you think you see a
Headbutts are for marriage.
you think you see a bit of blush kind of rise to his face. He says, like he starts to say thank you as you run off. out, leaving him somewhat speechless. Oh. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and call that a night. Very good. Thank you, everybody, for playing. You guys were awesome.
Thank you.
That was great.
Did you?
I didn't get to show Brides out my goblin.
Not yet, but there's a whole nother next week.
Next Monday.
Monday.
Find out that I'm actually a goblin.
Goblin, I'll kill you.
He's been tarred and feathered. He's a goblin too.
Watch, we're all goblins, and
I'd be so fucking pissed.
Just a small Goliath this whole time, dude.
Yeah, actually a Goliath. Yeah.
oh man.
We're in a universe where Goliaths are actually little and goblins are huge.
Yeah,
So it's
fooled
gonna
you.
go from this
To this.
But yeah, with that, guys, we're gonna call that a night. Thank you so much for everybody hanging out. Does anybody have any announcements or anything? Anybody?
I don't.
Okay, cool.
I
No,
have
that's fine. I'm
something
just
to
checking.
announce that the viewers are great.
They are. They're beautiful. I see every one of you out there. You're beautiful.
Catch me in 1 hour from now on chatterbait.com.
So,
That's a good term.
February, yeah. I don't,
Autofan S69.
if you're not
That
already
was I just want to say that was very
fun and engaging.
Stressful? Are you gonna say stressful too?
yes. Like I don't know. I'm just
Flabbergasted. Yeah.
Perplexed.
Your character is already better at dating than I am.
Real
Like,
life.
killing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
just because I said that one thing that one time and I was joking.
But now you have to roll with it.
Yeah,
That's
now you're in it.
But I didn't think that it okay.
Are you having like remorse here?
No, I'm just really just nervous about it.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's
so
good.
sweet.
So,
I think I
Um,
might be adopted.
so everybody, if you're not already following all the beautiful people, look at their names that are down here. Those are their names on Twitch. You can follow them there. They're all wonderful, amazing people. Except for Cody, and he's okay. So most of the time.
Yeah, don't fuck with me.
Don't- So anyways, guys, thank you so much. We'll be back next Monday. We do have our second campaign that goes on Thursdays, which is Thursdays at 8. So if you are around for that, you should follow this channel if you're not already. So thank you guys so much. We're going to go ahead and kick it over to somebody.